Hello, everyone. Welcome to Season 3 of Minis and Mayhem. I am once again your hostess and dungeon master, Joan Klock, joined today by my salty sea dogs. Can I get an R?
Arrgh!
Okay, once again, we are joined by, of course, Trevor, Terry, Chris White, Rae Barnes, and Jarid Castiglione. We're going to go right back into the Leviathan. We've been gone for a week. Hope you all enjoyed your Thanksgiving, but we're going to go ahead back into the Leviathan. Last week, our crew wandered into the second stomach of the Leviathan. With a smart casting of the water walking spell, they were able to avoid dealing with the acid, but still had to deal with the creatures that had climbed up from its depths and were trying to drag them down in. They barely managed to escape with their lives, and more importantly, with the helm of their ship in tow. We meet them back in the town of Gut-Wrench, as they've all had a long rest and a chance to recover all of their spell slots, hit points, and maybe a little sanity.
Sanity? What's that?
Well, I don't know what to tell you. That was, kind of fun for me. I don't know about you guys.
For a moment there, it felt like I was on death's door. Maybe
Same.
rightfully deserved, perhaps.
Don't say things
Sorry.
like that, Vince.
Well, I kind of...
I look pretty cool in the whole fight.
Yeah, doesn't being dead almost make you feel, I don't know, alive or something?
Yes,
No.
I can answer that personally.
Oh, yes.
It's complicated for me.
Oh, goodness.
You got that ship back together there, Captain? I see you've been working on it pretty awfully bad. You must be working up some sort of hunger.
I could go for some good berries. That's a joke.
I got you there. And I conjure up some good berries.
Oh.
I grab the good berries and I hand them to intern. These
Do
are
you
for
not
you.
want the good berries?
Thank you, sir. He takes one and eats it. I mean, that's a whole day's worth of rations right there that you just handed to him.
I lean over to Cookie. Can you make me something?
If you get rid of those berries, I'll do pretty much anything for you.
Can I perception to see if I can hear him whispering about the berries to him?
Sure. Go ahead and give me perception. I will let. I'm gonna give Jarid the stealth on this one.
Good.
Okay.
Can I choose to fail on purpose because I'm not trying to hide that I don't want to be around
Yes.
these
Oh,
berries?
wait, no,
You
you
can
got
fail.
I got
one.
I already
So I
chose to
guess-
fail on purpose.
I guess
It's
I'm
okay.
oblivious.
We both fail. They both fail.
You're
So
like,
what happens
Oh,
then?
you literally
No,
like
you
you
don't.
literally are like stage whispering, and Trevor is just too enamored with the fact that in turn, is eating his good berries, and they're good. They're berries. They're good berries.
Those will help you grow big and strong, son, just like me and Captain.
so yeah, if you can get
Keep
rid
it
of
up.
these, that would be really cool. Thanks, Captain. I appreciate it.
I'll
I
see
hate
what I
these
can-
good berries.
I'll see what I can do.
So did the captain get real swole because he ate these, or was this because he just is that way?
My old crew did not have a cook. We just kind of lived off of good berries and whatever we foraged and found. So
That sounds unpleasant.
yeah, we got used to it.
Meat. Lots of meat.
Intern, remember, Vince can't taste things. So maybe we don't eat too many of them. All the time. Throwing it out there.
Oh,
Purely
okay.
from a
Maybe the
Okay,
years of
like-
good berries have done something to me, but that is yet to be seen.
Sir, are we gonna lose our taste?
No.
Probably
There's
only
no
from-
side effects stated within the spell description from the book I read it from when I learned it.
I hate to admit it, intern.
What if it's
you're
like
probably
an-
under the effects already. You've already lost some of your taste by being able
Oh
to palate those things.
no!
What if it's like in a really, really, really tiny brain? It's like, has chance to lose taste buds.
Don't flour my Algernauts, my taste buds.
Goodness.
I always hate when
Just
that
not
happens.
excessive use. You'll probably be fine.
How can we avoid excessive use? We're trapped down here. We don't exactly have a ton of supplies.
Cookies cooking.
That I am. You are absolutely right, Azure. I got something cooking. Remember that bread I was making? I think it's about ready.
I am
Oh,
fully
no.
enamored. I would love a piece.
Me too.
I'll
Me
go
too.
get some.
Well, yeah, you go grab the bread that you've baked. You baked an absolutely perfect loaf. Most of the chefs of the world would have no idea how you did what you did. What you did is impossible. You made a sourdough starter from the fat drippings of a gigantic monstrosity. And here it is. You have a loaf of bread. It's kind of like white and pale with black specks all over it, but it's bread.
Here, everyone, let's take a slice. And I like to think of an old recipe my mom and pa used to make when I was a young lad. They incorporated lard in everything they did when it come to food. So instead of meeting that middleman of having to dip your food in the lard and everything, I just combined the two and made lard the food itself. So please enjoy.
Wait, Azure, don't eat yet.
No,
Intern,
I was
try
going
this.
to. No! He doesn't have to be the test dummy for everything. He's already
But-
eaten today.
To be
Yeah,
honest, I think he earned it the most in that battle. He did the most work out there. Good job,
I
intern. You
did?
can have the first slice.
Oh, but I mean, like, I guess if you're saying I did, make me a deception check with advantage.
No.
Alrighty, Rue. Deception.
Intern, no. Oh wait, okay. It has
With advantage,
advantage.
it's a 14.
Has advantage.
He has advantage. Okay. Intern is going to go ahead and make a insight saving or not insight saving throw.
How does he roll
Here's an
two
insight
nat
check.
ones in a row?
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
Here, take it. Take it out of my hand right here.
Sir,
Hmm?
I'm not. I feel like this is maybe dangerous to consider. Like, what's the nutrition in this?
Dangerous? How can something like this be dangerous? And he puts the whole slice in his mouth and just eats it.
Cool. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Absolutely. A 4. I rolled a 4.
Cool. You put this in your mouth and your eyes roll back into your head and you fall over onto the floor unconscious.
Oh my god.
I can just what's KO's has like the bread halfway in his mouth about to bite down.
Hazard's just gonna take KO's arm and
Yeah,
toss it.
And almost as immediately as he went down, Cookie, you stand back up. You feel like your entire body is brimming with energy, and you realize that what you have created is just brimming with raw magical power. So here's how this bread is going to work. You have 5 slices of bread. Each individual slice is going to have the property of restoring either a 1st or 2nd level spell slots, or it will restore 2 key points, depending on who eats it. So everybody has the opportunity to benefit from this bread.
But it tastes bad though.
It is absurdly delicious, actually.
Oh, what?
Like it is.
I mean,
This is.
I
It's
gotta
basically like lard and oil and salt. Like this and Cookie's the one who cooked it. This thing tastes amazing. So you have 5 pieces of this bread, but you get the feeling that something bad might happen if you try to consume more than 1 slice per long rest.
Interesting.
put in the
Oh
notes.
man,
More
I
than
kind of
one
want to
slice
test
in
it
long
out,
rest.
but that's good to know
You-
though.
Yeah, you got 5 slices. I'll say eating one, since you have the bread, eating one yourself will be a bonus action, and I'll make it an action to feed it to another adjacent ally.
Okay. Thank you kindly. Wow, I really outdid myself this time. I feel good. Watch this. I snap my fingers, and on the weird looking shelf that this little bread thing's holding on right now, just scattered amongst it are multiple perfect illusions of the same loaf of bread. Wow, that was awesome. All right, and then they disappear.
Interesting.
I mean,
are you
you
sure
guys
you're
got to try
feeling-
this, I think, honestly. But I wouldn't do this if you're already like pepped up. Like if you had your morning coffee and this, you might blow up. I don't know. I can't stop
sir.
shaking right now.
Ah, I think I'll save mine for later.
More for me.
I don't want to explode. Am I going to die?
No,
You
you're
might-
not
I
going
mean-
to die. That's right.
I don't know.
Listen, intern, it's not about the destination. It's about the journey. And let me say,
You want a little
What?
crumb? I'll give you a little crumb.
I think what Cookie just experienced was a journey.
Yeah, I mean,
Journey
I'm ready to
where,
experience
sir?
more journeys. Let's go. Let's get going. I'm ready. Let's bounce. I'm about to climb up this Leviathan myself.
Cool. So as you're making your preparation for the day, Cookie, you start thinking about what the crew has left to do. You've got to repair the ship. Your flag is missing. You still need to get the helm, the sails, and the parts for the rudder.
Okay,
Hmm.
so I think the next destination we're gonna go to is the bone marrow. So we're gonna head there soon. I have some things I'd like to do first, so
Sure.
I'm gonna step out for a little bit, and I'm gonna go find Adrian. Remind me.
Sure. It takes a little searching since Adrian is usually down by the docks near your ship, but it looks like she has holed herself up into her own personal quarters of sorts, her own little shack. You can see a few of her personal effects strewn about the room, a great sword leaned up against the wall. Oh, Captain, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Nice to see you, Captain, as well. Well, I came here as kind of like a personal request. I see that longsword you have there. I was wondering if you could teach me a little bit of the way of the sword.
You don't really seem like a sword fighter. I've never seen you draw your weapon.
I can't draw my sword, or this sword, I should say.
She kind of frowns at this. Show me.
I give it a attempt, and
Huh?
can I do it? Can I do a strength check just to like show her?
Yeah, you can do that. Huh?
Would that it would just be a straight strength check, correct?
Yeah, heck, if you want, I'll give you advantage.
Oh. 18?
Doesn't even budge.
Yes.
The sword's not budging anywhere. She looks down at the sword. You see her mouth kind of forms into a hard, thin line. Where did you get this?
It was my brother's actually. And he is no longer of this world. He's the only person that I've known been able to draw the weapon.
Where did he get this?
I turn around. Youthfont, where'd you get this?
You were there for that, man. We just pulled it from a horde, pulled it off of a random ship we raided. Captain just passed it to me because he couldn't use it.
Oh. I found it on a ship. Or he found it on a ship.
She has a thoughtful look. Maybe it was fate or something. Anyway, it seems that you won't be using that sword for practice, but perhaps we have a spare.
That would be great.
Do your best to try and keep up.
Oh, I won't need that. I'll be perfectly fine.
We'll see about that. Go. The two of you go off to do a little training. Back with the rest of the crew, what's everyone doing to get prepared for your trip into the depths, into the marrow?
I don't know if this counts as getting like ready, but there is something I want to do. Can I go find Vince? I mean, we're all in the same room, so I assume he's right there.
Yeah. I mean, assuming he hasn't
Vince
just
hides.
walked right off.
Rude.
Vince was actually going to go do something, but Azure could probably catch him on the way there. I'm not trying to hide or be sneaky or anything.
Okay. I'll follow Vince out.
Yeah.
Cool. Where you headed, Vince?
I was going to go to the like kind of graveyard area where Horos is. It was Horos, right? That's
Yeah,
right.
it was
Yeah.
Horos. He is
Yeah.
still there, sitting, watching over the flags. You can see a whole number of different Jolly Rogers hanging off of the wall.
Yeah. So that's where I was going to go.
Did I see if he took he probably has a flag on him still.
It's in my pack. I'm not like displaying it anywhere. I'm not wearing it like a cape or a bandana.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I figure you probably have it on your person somewhere.
Yeah.
So Azure's gonna like run back up to you. Vince, there's something I kind of wanted to talk to you about.
Yeah, what's up?
I am, as you know, I can see things sometimes. And I know your flag from your previous crew is quite important and a hard thing to talk about, but if you wanted, I could look at it and maybe see if I could pull anything from it to see maybe what happened. If you wanted.
I don't know if I want to know what happened to them, because I probably blame myself for that too.
You don't have
But
to say yes.
you know what? It wouldn't hurt. Here, I'll dig it out of my pack and I'll present it like parade style, just right in front of me, holding it in my hands, out to Azure. Go ahead, do your thing.
And then Azure's just gonna gently like hold it like underneath and reach for a memory.
Cool. Here we go. Using the power of your tome, now normally you wouldn't be able to reach into the memories of.
Well, I'll reach for something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Normally you wouldn't be able to reach into the memories of something that doesn't have memories. But a pirate flag is the heart of a crew. It's the soul of a crew. It's the pride of a crew. So you managed to latch onto what you believe were the crew's final moments. We flash back. It's the middle of a storm. Lightning is crashing. The winds are howling. The crew is pulling themselves around. You see down below the crew interacting with each other. You see what looks like a much younger, much calmer Vincent running about the decks. You see other members of the crew doing their best to tie up the rigging, get the sails all into position. Up at the helm, you see a brilliant man, long flowing brown hair, standing before everyone, facing the danger, a huge smile on his face, even wearing the captain's hat. You know this is Astrum Artax. He was one of the 4 pirate lords at the time, and a very powerful pirate captain in his own right. The ship roars through the open seas. Hold fast, everybody! We'll make it soon! This little storm isn't going to stop something like us. We just need to make it to port. Everyone hold fast! The waves crashed about. Trevor, what was it like for you in this moment? What was it like for Vince?
He has faith in his captain entirely, and the rest of the crew. We're like a family. We've worked together through worse storms. We know we're going to make it through. He's pretty calm. He's much less weathered by the sun after being shipwrecked, marooned for such a long time. You can see he has like a slight smile, like in the side of his mouth. He's in his element right now.
You slip by Lucky, tie up a rigging, pass over Franklin. Lilia gives you a heave-ho up into the rigging. You pull yourself up into the crow's nest and look out over the sea as lightning continues to crash. You pull out a spyglass, look out. Land's not too far from here. You can see an island in the distance. Rae, watching this memory, this island looks strangely familiar.
Okay.
Trevor, you grab a hold, or Vincent grabs a hold of one of the ropes and swings around in the middle of the storm, latches it down to the side as another wave rocks the entire ship. But the whole crew is all smiles. They've been through this before. They'll go through it 100 times more and come out on top.
Captain, land, 2:00.
Excellent. He starts turning the wheel, starts whirling over to the left, aiming towards the island, towards land, towards out of the storm. When all of a sudden, the storm begins to fade, and the water below begins to bubble and broil. The captain looks around. This isn't normal. A set of jaws begins to rise from the sea. The sun itself, what little of it is showing through the storm, is eclipsed by the jaws. The captain looks around at the crew, seeing all what's happening, grabs a hold of his weapon. You have to survive. Hooks it underneath your shirt and hurls you out.
Whipping in the wind.
Like, you are like barely able to see behind you. There is a clasping of the jaws together that bisects the ship, carving it in two as the creature slowly sinks beneath the waves. You manage to grab a hold of some of the flotsam. The other members of your crew, not so lucky. Many of them pulled down into the beast itself. A few of them wandering off into the oceans, never to be seen again. The flag floats deeper, deeper into the darkness, and lands on the ground somewhere, where it is picked up by Horos. And you come back to the modern moment.
Oh, I see.
What did you see?
I saw the moments leading up to the Leviathan wrecking the ship and yourself being saved by the captain.
Yeah, I've relived that moment time and time again, over and over in my head, thinking if there's something I could have done. I blame myself, honestly, because that thing which I thought was land was most likely the Leviathan. And it was my mistake that brought us that direction. Perhaps it would have been fine if we didn't go that direction.
I don't think so.
And it seems that history has repeated itself. and now I brought us here, although under different pretenses.
You are so funny. Thinking
What's funny
fate,
about it?
thinking you can control fate like that. Nothing you could have done. A giant sea monster? An island? Being a sea monster? I've seen that island before. I don't think it's a sea monster, but I could be wrong. I've been searching for it.
I didn't get as good of a look at it as I would have hoped. Did you see something I didn't, perhaps?
I've seen it
I
before.
always thought.
A kingdom of what I hope to be a god. To find one day.
Well, if we get out of here, let's go find that island. Seems
Think we
that
should.
it means something to me, just like it does to you.
We'll have to go.
So,
Seems you
yeah.
know somewhat the way.
yeah, well, I'll try. Maybe I'm not as good of a navigator as I thought I was.
I think you're pretty good.
Well,
How long has
thanks,
it been
Azure.
since
How long
that
has it
moment?
been? Since that moment? Well, how long I've been with you guys? Only a few months now. So, it's only been maybe half a year, and in that time, it feels like I've aged another 10 years.
Not gonna lie, it looks like a 2.
I know. Maybe the good berry diet is not that healthy after all.
I don't think so.
But
But don't worry. We'll get there. We'll get back to your family, too. I'm sure you miss them.
yeah, I do. And he kind of like shields his eyes from her for a second, looks away towards the wall of all the flags of the ships that have been taken down. Azure, let's kill this beast when we have the chance, so it can't do this to anyone ever again.
Oh, absolutely.
Good. I'm glad you're on board with that. I think some other people wouldn't be so as keen. They'd be fearful, and I don't blame them.
It's just a giant beast. You slay
And
those all
also-
the time.
Thanks for talking to me and about my crew.
Of course.
It's hard. They
We
were
all
like
have-
family.
We all have family we left behind somewhere. Whether we wanted to or not.
Yeah.
I miss my sister. She's back. Back at the
You
kingdom.
want to see her again?
Maybe one day.
Okay. Well, we'll get you out. You'll see your sister. And, sorry for putting you in here again. Really.
I'm not worried.
You don't get it, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. What matters is that we're gonna find these pieces of the ship. We're gonna get out of here, kill this beast, get to this island. All right? He puts his hand on their shoulder. We're gonna get out of here.
Agile, slap on the back. Yes, we will. I'll leave you to it. Agile will, wander away, leaving Vince.
Bye. Vince looks at his hands. He looks at his sextants and his devices, his astrolabe, and he carries on to find Horos.
Cool. You don't have to go far. Horos is there, just taking care of some of the flags, making sure that they're all comfortable. Taking care of, not being rotted away by moss or dampness.
Hey, Horos.
Hey, you're the Astrum guy.
Yep. Name's Vince. I don't know if we were properly introduced.
No, I'm not sure we were properly introduced. My apologies. I was a little enamored with your captain.
Yeah.
It's
No,
been a long time since we saw each other.
I
But
saw.
pleasure to properly meet you.
Likewise. I wanted to ask, you didn't happen to have found anything else from the the ship, did you? Or any bodies, like we know for certain that they're gone.
Cool. Make me a insight check.
Okay. That's a natural 20, 24.
Holy
Okay,
poop!
Let's go.
That's
go.
insane!
What a
This is an-
roll!
Let's freaking
This is
go.
an insane insight check.
It's lucky for sure.
Pretty good. Not too shabby.
We found bodies, the bodies of your crew. We did our best to dispose of them properly, proper funeral, rather than let the beast get them. We didn't know how many there were, so we might not have found them all. As he says all of this, you can tell there's something big he's hiding. You don't know why, but you know that there is something that scares him, and he is not sharing that information with you.
Damn it, I was hoping there might have been a chance. You know, if there's something you want to tell me, you can. I'm a straight shooter, as you may have heard. My crew and I, we were, one of the best. Until this, at least.
He winces, a wise enough man to catch on to the meaning of your words. This is not a... I had spoken to the captain about it, and she told me not to tell you.
Well, that's unfortunate.
And if I may say so, it is perhaps better for your sakes that you don't know.
Before I was trapped in here, I may have just, brushed it off and respected your wishes, but I'm going to respectfully tell you I think that is a little disrespectful that you're not revealing this to me, considering it is my legacy at this point.
Believe me, I would like to tell you. I mean, this is your legacy. This is your crew. He gestures at the flag in your hands. I think you should have the right to know, but that woman, she's terrifying.
You can tell her I threatened you.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay. I don't know if I can get 2 whammies in a row. Let's see. My persuasion is a -1, guys, so let's give this a shot. Not too much charisma on this gentleman. That's a 7.
I'm sorry, that's not something I can risk. I have too many futures in my hands to go.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for letting me know about the rest of the crew. Where are they?
I
buried?
did not tell you about the whole crew. Okay, right? You did not hear that.
You got it. Between us, okay?
Yes, the bodies, they were burned.
Burned.
The best way to keep the maggots and the enzymes away from them.
They probably would have wanted that anyways.
The Vikings, they are sort of like pirates. The Viking style funeral is as close as we usually get, honestly.
Did you happen to know if you found our tracks? Because he's the one that I am really hoping may have made it somehow. Because if anyone made it, it would have been him. There was no other man on the sea quite like him.
He claps you on the shoulder and says, I think you need to go talk to the captain.
I think you're right. Well, thanks again.
You are welcome. And you never heard anything from me.
Thanks. Yeah, you're right. What was your name again?
Horos.
I'm just joking. I'm joking. That was.
But oh, I thought this was like I thought you had forgotten. I mean, I
No.
heard rumors
You
that
said
your sense of
you didn't
taste
hear it
was
from
gone,
me.
so maybe also the memory.
I'm sorry. My charisma's not very high. You thought I was not joking. It was a joke.
This was okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
If you
right,
remember, I said your name when I approached.
Oh yeah. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You will have to excuse me. I am a bit exhausted living down here, and I did not. Anyway, just right along the way, and tell your friends thank you for the alcohol.
You got it. Alcohol?
Yeah, he holds up a cup that seems to be filled with some sort of liquid.
Oh.
Takes a sip, and it's not exactly enough to like drinking my cares away, but it is something.
You know,
Takes the
a
edge off.
trick I used to do to enjoy my alcohol a little bit more, especially the rum, vodka, whiskey varieties. If you take a good berry and you let it marinate in the alcohol, it soaks in the flavor. It makes it even better.
We have done a lot of the good berries down here. Honestly, I'm like terrified I might be starting to lose my sense of flavor. And like this is the first good thing I've had in a long time. So I think I am going to just I would not like to have the one thing I have that does not taste like good berry now taste like good berry. Do you
Yeah, okay.
understand where I am coming from?
Yeah, I get you.
This is like I appreciate this suggestion.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you ever get out, try it with like some raspberries or blueberries. It works with any berry, really.
Oh yeah,
It's,
yeah,
nice garnish. Yeah.
that sounds nice. I would maybe put some cherries in it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye. And Vince is gonna go, I guess, to the captain now, but we can do that later.
Well,
That was a lot.
where's Cookie headed off to? We haven't heard from you in a while since you made that bread.
You're good. Cookie would
Yeah.
like to stay in the ramshackle abode that they've currently settled down in. Out of curiosity, is intern still on the abode?
I'm sorry, I was looking at our chat and saying hello to all of our wonderful viewers.
Hi, wonderful viewers. Hi.
Can you please
see intern? Is intern still in this hut with me?
Yeah, he hasn't had any reason to go off anywhere. The captain went off on his own, so did Trevor. Those are his like two biggest figures, and Azure is gone too, so here he is with you.
Intern, I do appreciate your trepidation with my cooking. Now, out of respect for me and my craft, I would kindly ask you to leave the vicinity while I work on this recipe, so that way I can please your palate in the future. Evidently, I've caused you to fear my cooking, and I need to reprimand myself to fix that.
I'm not. I mean, like me, I'm not terrified or anything. I just, you have some interesting decisions about your ingredients, and maybe, I'm a little concerned where you're pulling those ingredients from now, sir.
That's mighty all right. Why don't you go in and find the captain? Be a good lad for me, would you?
Yes, sir. And he slings his mop over his shoulder. You see like a little bag of stuff tied to it, almost like a little rucksack, and he runs off to go find the captain.
Be safe out there, intern.
Yes,
Give
sir.
him a little wink and then the eye that's open will shine a little bit brighter, a little twinkle in his eye. I'll make sure the coast is clear. No one's here. All right, good. Cookie will then settle into the furthest recesses of the corner with the most minimal amount of light. They will put their back against the wall, reach into their coat, and pull out a corn cob pipe. And they'll hold it, start prepping their lips. They'll take a black stone out of their other pocket, and evidently it is just charcoal, but they will crunch it up and put it into the bowl of the corn cob pipe, and they'll start blowing into it, causing the spell darkness to be cast from the corn cob pipe. Once it is sufficiently dark in here in this 15-foot radius, due to the fact that I have now acquired a new feature, I can see in darkness, both magical and non-magical. And within this darkness and my ability to see into it, I will call out, "Sir, I have something interesting to report with the latest recipe, if you wouldn't mind joining me for a second for your observation."
There is a burst of magical flame muffled by the darkness. If any other living creature were to be standing next to you right now, they would not be able to see anything. It would feel as though a presence had just suddenly appeared within the void. But you, with the magical ability to see through the darkness, see a tall, red, muscular devil wearing a chef's apron and smock, even a tall white hat. You can see he's got like blonde hair that's been pulled back into a broad ponytail behind him. Well, well, well.
My liege, like the moment that Cookie feels the difference in heat, drops all the way to his knees, just completely completing a bow. My liege, I'm so grateful you have graced your presence here in God knows where. I wish there were better and more suitable and comfortable accommodations, but alas, this is where we find ourselves and the topic of debate. Now, you see, I'm sure you've been astutely observing. I found this. Pulls out the vial of the blubber type material that was used for the sourdough starter. Sir, I found a peculiar recipe that ended up allowing me to use this rendered fat to create this, almost like a sourdough bread. And the interesting part is, while it is quite delicious, after consuming it, I felt completely rebound and revitalized, almost as if charged with a battery of some sort of magical energy. And the crazy thing is, I was able to create multiple instances of an illusion of that same bread. I figured you might be curious about this.
He looks down at the bread in your hand as he towers over you, barely.
I put it above me, like below the bread.
He reaches down, plucks up one of the slices of bread, and slips it into his mouth. For him, it's like bite size. It's tiny by comparison. He is barely fitting into this shack. You can hear almost like a creaking, a groaning of the shack under his weight and size. He swallows it, chews for a moment, grabs both slices, puts them on either side of your head.
Oh no.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
No, you're a genius!
Oh!
This is one of the best
why?
things I've ever tasted! You condensed magical power into bread, a staple food. If this is replicable, it could reshape society.
I wouldn't have been able to do anything without your excellent tutelage. Thank you so much, sire. What do you wish me what would you wish for me to do with this now? I'm at your beck and will. Your command is mine.
I wish you to make more of this.
Okay. Absolutely.
And as you're at it, find interesting ways to work with it. Perhaps there's more ingredients around here that could be used. And he eyes around, and he can't, you can't, or anyone else couldn't see through the darkness, but he is seeing perfectly, even through the magical darkness, out into the walls, the stomach lining of this creature. Just mounds upon mounds of protein and carbohydrates and fat to work with.
Precisely. You are, again, ever so much, always a brilliant mind in culinary arts, magical arcane as well. Again, I cannot thank you so much for taking me under your wing. I will do as you command. Absolutely.
Yes. This is very good, my servant.
Do you wish for me and the crew, of course, allegiances as they lay, to stay here, to gather as much as we can, to clean the inside out? I can make sure we'd never leave.
I think that might be interesting. But if you die here with a secret, it'll be much harder to get the words out to my followers.
True.
I
We
think
must
you
live.
need to find a way to harvest this and reproduce it back on land.
All right. I will work on that and escaping, so that way I will fully relinquish this find, this discovery, this marvel to you, of course, in your name.
You will see it done.
That I will.
You have pleased
you.
me today. I will keep the price to a minimum. And he snaps his fingers. There's a burst of flame. Your vision blacks out and comes back, and he's gone.
I always hate when he does that, but a powerful being cannot be ignored. Where can I find more of this? What else can I mix it with? There's a lot of blood here, I'm sure. We are going to where the marrow is. Ooh, if you render bone marrow down ever so slightly, it becomes its own butter. And what's better than butter and lard? I haven't perished a thought more delectable than that. And he'll dispel the darkness while coughing.
Cool.
Gosh darn it, I burnt another one. I'm burning my tootsies up in here. Someone help me.
Cool. You actually see coming up the walkway, you see Pudge, one of the blowfish fishman who works for Adrian. You see him kind of walking his way up.
Help,
You need
help. I
some
think I'm
help?
on fire. Help me, please.
Oh no! He kind of like starts working over to help you put out this fire.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, kind stranger.
Where's the fire?
It's I think it's finally done, but I can't see or can't breathe. Help me get the smoke out of here.
Oh, he starts. You see him on the outside of your cloud of darkness. Inhale deeply, and his entire body inflates up. You feel the wind just plow you, push you into the back of the shack. You're like pinned up against the wall as this air goes through. The wind's not going away. I'll try blowing harder.
All right, you keep doing that. I appreciate it. I can't really help right now. There's some sort of wind keeping me pinned up against the wall or something. Are you good? Thanks. Wait, I think I can. I think I'm just gonna try and walk out. And he'll just walk out, seeing exactly where the exit is.
Cool. Yeah, you walk out, no problem. You just have the smoke behind, or the smoke behind you, the wall of smoke, filling the little shack. It's amazing how it's not like dissipating off into the sky or nothing.
I mean, I've never had smoke inside my body. Maybe this creature has some sort of different aerodynamics or thermal conduction or something like that. I don't really know science too well.
Let me try something.
Okay.
walks up to the darkness and inhales inhales into the darkness.
Oh no.
Because if this is smoke, he should be able to swallow it, right?
Yeah, but of
Um,
course.
and he inhales. Wait, it just feels like normal air. He like puts a hand up to it, and his hand goes into it. There's no strange smoky smell to it.
Huh. That is weird.
What is it?
I I don't know. I'm not sure.
What's the duration on the darkness spell?
It says up to 10 minutes, but it is also a concentration spell.
Okay. Are you just maintaining the spell?
I'm at this point looking to relinquish the hold I have on the spell.
Cool, cool. You drop your concentration and the darkness fades away.
Oh, you did it.
It turns into smoke and filters itself out.
Wow, you really, gosh darn, that was, I don't know what, that was crazy. Thank you so much for your help.
a smoke bubble.
I mean, thank you. I owe you this. He hands him a good berry. You can have this. I heard it's
Oh.
very nutritious. Might not be
Thank-
the best tasting thing, but
Thank you. He takes the good berry. These people have been using these things. They've been rationing them out. This is an entire day's worth of food to him. He's not used to having higher quality food. So he absolutely takes that good berry and just immediately.
wow, you must be really hungry. Are you?
Oh, yeah. It's so hard to get good food down here.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. There's not really a lot of supplies. Ingredients seems pretty scarce. What have you and your folks been eating recently?
Good berry? I thought we had established that.
Oh, I'm just curious. I'm a simple man. The ways of the good berry are still foreign to me and unknown.
Honestly, though, I would probably kill a guy for a salad.
That's fair. How many are in your crew total? If you could, I don't know, ballpark off the top of your head.
You see him like starting to like count on his fingers. Probably around 15, 20 of us left.
Okay. How many did you get trapped in here with?
15, 20 of us left.
I mean, did some of y'all perish or anything along the event?
We were one of the strongest crews on the ocean.
Well, that is mighty impressive. I have a proposition for you. You like food. I can make more than just this little simple berry.
I'm listening.
I mean, are you really into salad? Because I could do that. I do often like to do more elevated things with my veggies, but completely fine.
I am honestly anything that is not a good berry would be a huge improvement in my life.
Okay. Who is your captain?
Adrian,
Okay. Well, I got a question for you.
yes.
In exchange for some information, I would be more than happy to whip you up something real nice.
As long as it's nothing I'm not supposed to tell.
What's on the list of things you're not supposed to tell?
Well, like, make me a deception check to see if this works.
Okie dokie. Please don't roll low, you wonderful human. It's a robot, and it's it's first roll, right?
Yeah.
I would take the 13 then.
Cool, cool. So I'm not supposed to tell you
where we hide the really good stuff. I'm not supposed to tell you where we keep all the treasure and gold that's come down here, because we don't keep that in the quartermaster's room. And I'm definitely not supposed to tell you that Astra Martax is alive. So as long as it's none of those things,
I
I
wouldn't
am
even
happy to
bother.
tell you anything.
I would never bother to real quick, and then he'll cast a minor illusion to start making like of an arcane menu and start sifting through what's available in terms of recipes. I can make you a nice like quinoa bowl. We got some fish that might be turning soon, so if you want maybe some stinky stuff, I can do like a tuna bowl. Get you some of that veg
Where
in
are you
there.
getting these ingredients?
Oh, from the outside. I mean, we just got swallowed, so.
Oh, so you have access to more things?
I mean, until it runs out, yeah, it's whatever I got on my person for
I would
now.
honestly love a Caesar salad with, like, do you have dressing?
I can try to make dressing. I found some stuff that seems to be pretty malleable in terms of its application. If you can find me some of that white fluid you guys use for your fires and stuff, and bring me about, I don't know, 2 fistfuls of it, you got some pretty big hands. Then I can make you your Caesar salad, or at least I'll try.
Oh, that's easy. You can pull it from basically wherever.
He reaches over into the stomach lining of the creature, and as you remember, actually, maybe you don't. You don't
I wasn't
remember.
there.
Grabs a hold of the stomach lining of the wall, rips out a piece. It slowly begins to like heal itself back in.
Oh,
And then you just squeeze it.
interesting. All right. Well, I'll work on that. How about I'll get you your recipe by this time tomorrow? Although time is a real weird construct when you have no way to indicate what time it is inside the belly of a creature. But tomorrow, I got you your food. It's going to take some time.
That will be perfectly fine.
All right. I'll be here, or at least, hey, I'm not going anywhere. So you'll be able to find me, I'm sure.
No, of course not. Thank you for the alcohol, by the way.
Alcohol?
Yes, it was very delicious.
What alcohol?
The alcohol that you were selling.
Huh. I am looking for someone who might be interested in selling it. I don't think I'll check my person. Do I still have it on me?
Yeah, you do still have it on you.
I must have misplaced it. Was someone interested in buying it?
There was like I came and I think you said to wait until you were done with your transaction, so you must have had at least one other person.
I'll have to look into that. I'll check my accounts receivable and my accounts payable to make sure you didn't get charged for an order you did not receive, because that's bad customer service.
No, I mean, I got it. You gave it to me.
Oh. And you paid for it? How much
Yeah.
how much did I charge you?
I think you charged like 4 silver.
All right. Well, thanks. Hey, I think I lost like a sock or something there. It was a long day, selling stuff illegally and whatnot. Where was I selling this again?
Oh, you had actually carved an advertisement into your shack. Yeah, it should still be there, I would assume, unless someone fixed it.
Huh. Yeah, well, yeah, thanks. Real quick, what shack was it? Were we in the right area?
Yeah, it's that one.
He points to the one that you've been cooking in, the one that you've been staying in.
Okay.
You can see a mark on the door. It does look, in fact, like you're carving.
Interesting. Well, thank you kindly. I do appreciate doing business with you. I'm going to get to cleaning out my business here, my establishment. As you do recall, there was a weird freak smoke accident I gotta make sure everything's okay. But you have yourself a good one. I'll work on making that salad as soon as I can. And then you and I can have that conversation about things we can talk about.
Yes, we will do that. I'm off to pick up some money to exchange with the quartermaster so that I can have another good berry.
All right. That sounds like a great plan.
Yes, but I'm not supposed to tell you about where the treasure is, so don't ask me about that.
Oh, that's fine. I can't ask you about that, so I wouldn't. If
Yeah.
I were to not ask you, though, what should I not ask you? What location specifically should I not ask you about?
Oh, you definitely shouldn't ask me.
And as he's saying this, you see Grimsley come up along. Pudge,
Yes.
where have you been?
Oh, he was
there
helping
was-
me.
Smoke, yes. I
Mhm.
blew it all away. It was real good.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, this person, I don't know if they're on your crew in particular, but they are mighty valuable, and I think they have a lot of talents that should be utilized accordingly and appropriately, and they should not be stuck to just, I don't know, lower tier stuff. They're definitely above a higher quality position than maybe they currently have in their current employment. Just saying, they deserve a raise.
Grimsley kind of raises one eyebrow. I should hope so. He's the first mate.
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, if it were not already for the wonderful and inspiring leadership from your current captain, this would be my first choice.
Okay. Pudge, we have something to take care of. She kind of like motions her head. We'll see you around, and
Yeah, don't
Thanks.
forget about our date tomorrow.
yeah, of course not. And thanks for the drink.
You're welcome.
She and Pudge walk off.
Are they gone? Is the coast clear?
They're gone. The coast is clear.
Who the heck tampered with my scribblings?
You look down at your scribblings and you see that yes, you did in fact meet 3 different people last night and sold each of them alcohol. You look through your keg. You realize that half of it has been drained. You don't remember any of this.
Who's been selling my drink without my permission? Oh well, I got more pressing things to worry about, like cooking and things like that. Huh. I could have sworn I heard something. Oh well. Bread's a making. And I start working on making a more ample stock of the sourdough bread with some sourdough starter by scooping it out of the flesh that was ripped out of the side of the beast.
Cool. You get to your bread making process. We're gonna go ahead and check in on Azure, who we haven't heard from in a little while. I know I kind of just dropped some lore bombs, didn't I? I was not expecting to have that happen in the conversation, but he did a good job.
Oh my god, I'm shocked.
Azure, you don't know any of this stuff is happening. Not at all.
No clue.
What is Azure up to after spending some time with Trevor and leaving him behind at the graveyard?
I don't know. I feel like Azure might just be wandering, like around Gut Wrench, just for fun, just because we haven't had a whole lot of time to wander. Take in the sights. We'll take in the sights.
Cool. It's a little hard to take in the sights around Gut Wrench. It's not a particularly large town. You can see that mostly it's just a bunch of wooden shacks that have been haphazardly almost like drilled into the wall by whatever pieces of scrap they could find. You can see a small area where you can see your captain and Adrian sparring with each other. Your captain appears to be using a sword and he's a little awkward with it, trying to get hang of it, but you can see he's starting to pick things up. From up higher in the area, you briefly see a cloud of smoke dissipate from wherever Cookie is at. And you can still see Trevor is down near the graveyard.
Okay.
Vincent is down near the graveyard.
Vincent's there. I guess Azure will go to the ship then.
Cool.
And grab another notebook out of his cabin. And go to write down Vince's memory. And add it to his notes.
Cool. You head down to the ship to do those things. You can see that there are folks working on it. You see Intern is among them, working on piecing little bits of pieces of work together. He's actually like communicating with the other shipwrights because he knows the ship potentially better than any of them do, like almost as much as his captain knows it. And so he's doing his best to try and make sure the ship. He gives you a wave as you arrive.
He's so sweet. We'll go talk to Intern. See if he needs help with anything.
Hello, sir. How are you doing today, sir?
Oh, I'm doing just fine, Intern. How's the ship going?
Oh, sir, it's going perfectly fine, sir. We're just making repairs and patching it up, sir. Making sure that once we get her ready to go, that she doesn't just take on too much water and sink.
Well, a sunk boat won't do us any good, will it?
No, not really, sir. I'm gonna be honest, sir. I've gone and looked and seen what it looks like to get out of here, sir. I don't have a lot of hope. Even if we do repair the ship, sir, we're gonna have to navigate through terrifying terrain, and I don't know if we have the ability to do that.
Well, we'll cross that terrain when we get to it. I'm sure Vince will lead us through it just fine, and our captain is brave as always. He'll figure it out.
Yeah, it kind of feels like everyone else has it figured out.
Are you feeling left out?
I don't feel like I contribute much to the crew, sir. I'm a cabin boy, and I'm doing my best to learn from everybody, but I just pick up a little bit of everything, and everyone else has their own thing that they're real good at, sir. I'd like to help, sir.
You are helping. Intern, you are so young and learning, and there's so much to still learn. When I was your age, granted, mind you, I was the youngest out of all of my siblings. They all were already doing things. The oldest was like 100 years older than me. He had already an adult name. He already knew what he was doing. I had no clue what I was doing, besides what my parents told me. And they just told me, Azure. They didn't call me Azure at the time, but that doesn't matter. Azure now. Azure, you're going to go serve the Elven Church. And I was like, oh, okay. That's what I did. And then I figured it out and left. And now I'm here. On the ship, with you, with our crew. You have time. You don't have to know now.
But, sir, what was it that helped you figure it out? What made the difference?
My sister. She read to me when I was little. The storybook of the God of the Wind Memories. And I just loved it so much. How could you not? The freedom, the knowledge, the adventures. I wanted that. So after 140 years, I left.
Do I have to wait 140 years, sir? I don't.
No, you don't have to wait 140 years.
'Cause I'd like to be out of here before 140 years passes, sir. I'd rather not be trapped in here for the rest of however long our lives are after this.
I don't think any of us want to wait 140 years. I think some of us might not make it another 140 years, so I don't think we should wait that long.
I mean, I don't think Trevor and Cookie lived that long, sir.
I don't think Vince will live that long.
Vince.
Cookie might live that long. It depends on where he is in his cycle, but I don't think so. So I don't think us three elves really want to live without them for too long still here.
Cycle? Is it like a laundry thing, sir?
One could say that. Yeah.
Huh. I'll have to ask Cookie about it.
I would. He can explain it better than I can.
Well, I won't hold you back anymore, sir. Feel free to access the ship, sir. I'll just keep on working.
Okay. And he'll go into his cabin.
Huh? You go into your cabin and pick up your notebooks, scribbling down your notes. This has been the most progress you've made in a long time. You think back. Intern has gotten you thinking about that day so long, long, long ago when you decided to commit to the bit. We go ahead and we flash back in memory to the southern to an elf kingdom. Azure, you find yourself in nobleman's clothes, walking amongst your mansion. Your wife, you can hear her in the other room, drinking some wine, relaxing, preparing to settle in for the night.
It's been a long day, hasn't it?
You can say that again. Honestly, the things that they go through, it's just politics. Who's got the most food? Who's got the most prestige? I'm the prettier one. Honestly, it makes me gag. Your wife is fanning herself on the couch.
Yes.
How did you put up with all of this? You're the patriarch of the family.
Please. You just grow used to it. Is that? Is this? It's all nothing, truly. Who cares? They'll say whatever. They don't mean it. And if they do, they'll definitely let you know. Just take it one day at a time. They'll settle down eventually.
It feels like we're caught. Like the trappings of society have dictated who we're supposed to be. And I understand that there is an important level of prestige and the things we are expected of as nobility. But also, would it be all right if I went out drinking with Sophie on the weekend?
Oh, of course.
Oh, thank you, dear. You're so wonderful.
You don't need to ask me permission to do what you want. You know that.
I know that, but I just feel like you spent so much time in the church recently that you haven't had any time for yourself.
They'll pull me whatever way they want to pull me. It's the way.
Don't you ever want to get out of it, to do your own thing?
Oh, of course. Why do you think I go to the sea so often?
She leans up against you. For all that this is not a romantic relationship, the two of you are close. What do you look for out there?
Anything? A ship? An island? A path? A sign? Who's to say? There's a home here. And family. There's you. Why leave?
I guess the stability is rather helpful. Speaking of family, your father passed on me a crate full of old things from your place that you'd accidentally left behind. I don't suppose you want to sort through them later or anything.
Just put them in the study. I'll go through them.
All right. We flash forward a little bit in time. It's the weekend. Your wife is off drinking with her friend, her gal pal. As you are off in your study, you can see that she has in fact left the crate full of things from your father that have been left on there, settled down into the study. Pop open the crate, you can see most of it is just standard stuff, religious textbooks, pockets of ink. But you do see hidden at the bottom underneath everything a small brown parcel.
We'll Azure will flip it over, open it up, see what's inside.
Yeah. You pull open the parcel, undo the twine and the wrappings, and you pull out the book that your sister used to read to you, and a note. It says, I heard you were feeling down and thought you could use a pick-me-up. Here's hoping that your childhood hasn't completely left you behind, even if you are getting a little older.
Did she sign it?
She signed her name at the bottom. Your sister has passed this book on to you.
We'll go over. Azure will take the book, go over to the Chasse Lounge. That's probably in a study. Who knows? They seem fancy enough to have one of those.
Yeah.
Kind of lay down, open the book, and start leafing through it.
Yeah, it's just an old children's book, right? Just a children's story. There's no way anything like that could have a profound impact on someone. We cut back to the modern day, where you are scribbling your notes in the book, thinking back fondly on those days.
If only past me knew what I'm doing now. Stuck in a Leviathan. But we're getting closer. 2 memories of the same island. That's where we head to next.
And with that, I think all of the crew has had a chance to explore the town of Gut-Wrench a bit and finish their preparations.
I actually have 2 things I want to ask.
2 more things?
Adrian. I have 2 things I want to ask Adrian.
Okay.
So while we're sparring, as we're sparring, by the way, while KO is fighting, normal swordsmen have their swords in their right hands, but KO actually has his sword in his left hand as he's fighting. So as he's sparring with Adrian, first off, Adrian, can you tell me anything about this sword? I don't know much about it myself.
Make me a persuasion check.
Okay. Good rolls. Good rolls.
I'll do big roll.
7.
Shoot.
If I were to tell you about the origin of that sword, even if you got out of here, your life might still be forfeit.
Can I do another persuasion check? Say, I'm a pirate, so my life is already forfeit.
I'll let you re-roll that just for
All right.
that.
Alright, come on, baby. Come on. Let's roll. I got 9.
That may be, but I'd rather not ruin such a promising young generation so quickly. She casually disarms you while you're distracted, and your sword hits the deck again.
I grab the sword with my left hand again, and I look at it. You know, back when we were first met, I asked if there were any other dangers, and I could tell you were hiding something.
On guard! And she immediately begins the training again. You can feel her really pressuring in on your defenses, trying to go ahead and make me an insight check.
Okay. It's 10.
Yeah. You get the feeling that she is pressuring you and so hard because she is trying to keep you from talking so that you can't ask any questions. Because she knows that you're getting nosy about that sword.
Listen, it was my brother's, as I'm fighting, sparring. It was my brother's, and he is the only person I've ever seen wield this. And so I want to know why it's so important.
The fact that he could even wield it is a miracle. No one should be able to hold that blade.
That doesn't matter. One day I want to wield it.
You of all people. And she swings, and it's a wide swing, but it catches the underside of your sword. Make me an athletics check.
Okay. 23.
Oh, that's a big number. It's a big number.
Clutch.
She rolled a 1.
Let's go! Let's go!
Okay.
So she swings a little wide in her lack of focus. You manage to keep a hold of your sword at the sheer force of this swing. Swing your own sword up to her neck. She freezes. Well
That's 1 to 15.
15 what? No, seriously, 15 what?
I won once and you won 15 times.
Oh. Sorry, this is the dungeon master talking. I did not understand where this was going. Well done. She thinks for a moment. You'll probably never wield the sword anyway, so... The sword is stolen. It doesn't belong to you. It didn't belong to your brother. It didn't belong to whoever had it beforehand.
Okay. So, who does it belong to?
That sword is one of the 7 treasures of the Pirate Queen, Delia Thorne.
Okay. So, can I do a history check on the Pirate Queen?
Yeah, go ahead. Roll history. And since you've been immersed in pirate culture, I'll even give you an advantage because this is someone you probably should have heard about.
I have a -1 to this.
Yeah, but you still have advantage.
I got a 12.
You got a 12. There are very few pirates who have not heard of Delia Thorne. Pirate Queen, the Lord of Dead Man's Cove, the most powerful pirate captain in all the seas. She has other crews doing her bidding, and all 4 of the pirate lords answer to her.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ooh.
She is without a question the single most powerful woman on the seas.
You know, I've heard of her, and if I want to be the best pirate, looks like I'll need to take her down.
Are you telling me that you're going to go after the Pirate Queen?
Well, maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but one day, I will be king of the pirates.
Cocky brat. She picks up her sword. Again. But she grins this time.
And I grin too. On guard.
And the 2 of you go at it. After a while, your crew reconvenes back at your shack. Cookie has made presumably a lot more of his sourdough starters.
Yes.
But otherwise, you all have had an opportunity to gather some information.
Guys, I figured out where my sword came from.
Ooh, tell.
Oh, that's good. I
So,
found out
it
some
was-
stuff too.
It was a stolen treasure from the Pirate Queen.
Huh?
And now it's
Maybe-
mine.
You should probably
Maybe-
give that back.
Maybe you shouldn't have
What?
told us.
No, I'm keeping it.
Oh,
This is my brother's.
Uh,
This is safe. This is a safe keep. I want
you
this.
just said it
Safe,
was
safe
your
for
brother.
who?
Now
Me.
you're telling us it was the Pirate Queens.
You can't even use the darn thing. How are we safe with you having a stolen item from the Pirate Queen herself?
Hey, Youthfon, how do I use this?
I
say
don't
that
know.
out
I just
loud.
kind of like pulled it out and used it like any other cutlass.
You just used it like a normal sword.
Okay, yeah, I'll just figure out how to pull it out one day. KO like tries to pull it out again. Can I do this
Yeah,
trick?
no, it's not even like it
Alright.
doesn't even jiggle. It's in there.
Was your brother magic of some sort? Like, surely you must know that.
Vince's like gears have been like turning in his head.
Are you
And he's
talking
thinking
to
he's
something
like-
that's not there?
Oh, remember, I have a dead brother. I can see his ghost. He follows me around. We're chill.
Right.
We have tea together often.
Yeah. Azure has tea together. Wait, like when was I not invited to those tea parties?
You know what? I swear that the Pirate Queen, sometimes Astrum and I talked about this. He swears that she has some sort of like omnipotent sense where she can like tell what's happening like miles away. So maybe if you draw the sword, she'll get pissed off enough to come find us and save us. Just a thought. It's
Yeah,
worth a
just
shot.
try it. Just pull out the
that
sword.
could work.
Yeah.
That could
Wait.
work.
But then we're gonna have to fight her. 'Cause
No,
she's gonna
we
look
could
like-
just
sword.
you could just set the sword down and be like, "Here you go, thanks."
I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, well,
It wasn't going to be that easy.
getting out, having a sword.
That
Gotta
seems
wait,
like
right?
something of
Um,
mighty influence.
Let me just do the numbers. He pulls out his fingers and he's like, "Yeah, no, not putting down the sword. I'm gonna keep a hold of it."
Plan C for getting out, I guess, is a bust.
I'm not sure how much this influences your guys' day, but I did find out that an individual named Astra Martax is alive.
Like as
Like-
soon as he says those names, like Vince like turns to him and like holds his like collar. Do you have a collar?
I do, but I do not
Okay.
insist you wrinkle my chef's coat further. Please let go of me. I'm only relaying information. Please.
Oh, I'm not choking you.
I like lean over.
Sorry, I was
lean-
hoping. you
Where?
would.
lean
How did
over
you
to
hear
Azure.
this
What is
information?
that?
That it was Vince's previous captain.
Oh, okay, got it.
Some individual who also told me some very concerning information about some other things. told me that they're still alive and they are not allowed to talk about it. But the captain here knows about that individual being alive.
I knew it.
And I thought we were being forthcoming with each other.
Did you also know that they have some sort of quartermaster's room that contains hidden good stuff and treasure?
That's pretty common. Usually, most
That's what I
pirates use-
figured. I thought the first part was more important. Do you know this
Yeah.
individual?
Yeah,
We have
Astro
those?
Artrax was my captain.
Is
He
your captain? They're still alive.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
Wait.
Sorry, bud.
I guess
Wait,
I need
I don't
to go
know how
find
that
my
all
captain.
works.
I'm assuming he's in here, so Captain, you're no longer my captain. I'm gonna go find my real captain.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I'm
where?
sorry, sir.
Oh,
I don't even know what to say.
But I guess until we find him, we can stick together. We have mutual interests.
Sir, that seems a little extreme to just say that the captain's not your captain.
oh.
KO like goes down on the ground and starts groveling. Wait, please don't leave. I don't know where I'm
Oh.
going.
Oh,
You broke him.
KO, get
I
up.
don't think we're going anywhere right now.
It's more of just a by title. I'm still part of your crew for now. I just found out that the most important person in my life besides my family is still alive, and I need to find him. Because I owe him my life on multiple occasions. You have yet to save me in such a manner. Maybe we'll get to that someday.
I mean,
Yeah.
like, kind of not really. Like, we did save you from, like, dying
Yeah, that's true.
after the... But that's neither
I
here
had
nor
it under
there.
control. It would have been fine.
I mean,
I don't know. You look kind of unconscious and stuff when we found you.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's all as a whole.
You were just resting your eyes or something. We couldn't wake you
Yeah,
up
I was
except
tired of
forcibly.
paddling for the last, like, 75 hours. Just kind of had to take a nap.
Right.
yeah, so no, we're no. So KO gets up after groveling for a second and grabs Vincent's shoulder. Listen.
Yeah.
I respect your decision, but please don't leave. I need you.
Well, I'm kind of stuck here, just like the rest of us.
I meant like leave the crew. That's kind of what I'm getting at, you know.
Well,
We
in any
can-
case, once we find him, he won't have a boat. So, who's
I mean,
really the
his whole-
captain? The one
His
with the
whole
boat,
crew's
right?
dead too. Maybe we can take him under our wing.
Exactly.
Yeah, take
I need to
take
you
our
know,
tracks
we
under
could
your
use a
wing.
new
Huh?
crew member.
I mean, if he has more experience, so he could be our captain. I'm all for that too.
He definitely has more experience.
How about we cross that bridge when we get there?
Yeah,
Let's
let's
not.
Cross
Let's
that
not.
water.
We'll figure things
Later.
out later. It's not important. Let's just
He
pretend we'll
He can
carry
be
on.
my second mate.
It's
You
all
found
good.
out about a sword. That's awesome. You found out it's stolen from the pirate queen. Azure, did you find anything out?
That's pertinent. Maybe not, but I did find out that probably the Leviathan, my guess, hypotheticals, of course. I'm going to start rifling through books.
Mm-hmm.
Be like, think the Leviathan is protecting the island that Vince and I both saw.
Oh.
Vince saw in person. I see in memories. Same thing. Think my God is there. If we get out, we can get to the island. Right? This seems completely logical and not at all insane.
I mean, before today, I didn't expect to be eaten by whatever this is, so anything's possible at this point.
So, that's my information. Don't think there's anything else that's happened. Oh, but is Entern here?
Yeah, he's in the room.
We need to make him feel more important.
Sir?
Intern, I do apologize if you're feeling underappreciated. I truthfully meant what I said when I think you helped the most out in our recent combat. That's why I offered you the first piece of bread.
Gentle guiding. Let's try gentle guiding.
I
Gentle guiding.
encourage you and support you in any decision that you make.
Thank you.
I don't
better.
know what
Well,
gentle guiding is.
You're doing great. You're surviving.
Enter.
Okay.
Thank you.
Intern, you, my boy, are a valued member of this crew that I am still part of.
The clever
Sir,
two
you
birds
just-
with one stone
Sir,
trick.
you just said
Hmm.
you weren't part of the crew. You have a different captain now.
Well, it's
I'm so
complicated.
confused.
We're gonna cross that bridge when we get there. Vince is still part of the crew.
There
It's
are
fine.
bridges now.
Did you see
No,
KO
the
on
waters,
the
the
ground?
terrain. Remember I used that one earlier and you weren't confused.
Oh,
We'll sail
right,
through
right,
that
right.
terrain when we get there.
Yes, we'll
Yes.
be fine, sir.
Yes.
It could be considered difficult terrain, however, but
Oh
we'll get through
no.
No,
I
it's
don't know
okay.
that I have the capabilities to pass through difficult
It's-
terrain.
actually,
can
if you're in
do
my
it.
party, you have advantage on going through difficult terrain.
You're not
You can
part
go
of
through
the
anything.
crew.
He is part of the crew. It's okay. It's okay.
It's more of a symbolic gesture. I'm still here, physically.
Vince, did you find out any information?
All I know is my crew's dead, but now I found out that my captain's alive. That's all I found out.
Oh, you found that out too, or was that with?
I did not know.
Oh.
You just told me, and this is
Oh.
a lot to process, actually. And it's kind of making the fact that, like, I'm basically at fault for us being here a little
You're
more
not
difficult.
at fault.
No, you guys don't understand. So I diverted the course on purpose to bring us here to the Leviathan because I wanted to see if I could find my crew.
Huh?
Oh,
I
That
took
would
a
have gotten us
detour.
closer to the island anyways, so fine by me. It's fine.
Yeah.
actually, now you mention it, I'm fine with us spending some time here. I'm working on something anyway, so the longer we're here, the better.
Well, you guys are taking this a lot easier than I thought it was. I was having a lot of internal guilt about this.
No need,
so that's a
partner.
No
load
need.
off.
Yeah, we're here for the long haul.
I
Vince,
mean,
this is-
we've been eaten alive, sir. I'm not sure there's room for discomfort or mutiny or anything of that nature down here, sir.
Well, I've deceived all of you, and I apologize for that. And I appreciate your understanding.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Vince, this is-
All right.
That's
I have a
all I know.
confession. I have a confession of my own to make.
Oh yeah.
So when we were trying to get the helm and everything, I did scope out a precious barrel of alcohol. And I did pocket it and brought it back here with the intent of selling it for a high dollar. I don't know who, and I hope it's not one of y'all. Someone's been dipping into my supply, and I really don't appreciate that without any sort of written consent or permission or anything like that. So if you would like to come cleanly forward, I would be ever grateful for the honesty.
Well,
So that's why you weren't fighting with us on the ground? Or in the acid?
I mean, I was
Acid?
doing my best, Captain, as I am only a ranged magic dealer.
I thought you were a chef. When did the cards come into?
I mean, in
Wielder,
combat, of course.
wielder.
In combat, I can use magical things to enhance some of my recipes as well. That's what makes them so tasty, and why I was able to make sourdough out of fat.
Is that why it was magically delicious?
Yeah, I haven't quite figured out what went so well with that recipe. Sometimes cooking's just a pure happenstance of luck, and you roll really high on a proverbial 20-sided dice. I don't know. That's just sometimes how life works. Sometimes I do really well out of nowhere, and sometimes I can't roll more than a 2, whatever that means. Life's a bunch of chances. You know?
Sir, I fear if we get any more meta, the viewers are going to realize.
What are viewers?
Anyway. Well, I mean, what do you guys want to do about? I mean, gosh, if this Astro person's alive, and last time they were seen was here in the side of the creature or outside the creature, I can't quite know the story fully, but do we want to look for them?
Yes, we need to find him because he could be another ticket out of here.
Okay. Second follow-up question. Why would this current captain here want to hide that information?
That is a good question, which we will get to the bottom of eventually. I don't think a direct confrontation with her would be wise.
She scares the heck out of me.
Yeah, if she scares the heck out of you, Artrax, in my opinion, is stronger. But he's not as scary. He's
I mean,
he has a real soft spot.
I'll just
Actually,
go ask Adrian right now if you guys want.
Ask them what specifically, sir.
I mean, me and her are good buddies.
I have a feeling if you bring this up, you won't be good buddies any longer.
Sir, if I may suggest, it might be better, sir, to have an escape route planned before taking risky measures, sir.
Okay, I like that. Well, I guess we got one piece of the ship. I guess while we're trying to figure out the other plan, we can find the other pieces.
it'd be real convenient if they were all located in one piece instead of going all over the place to find
That
them.
can't be real. Things in one piece, that can't be real.
Yeah, the one piece doesn't exist.
Yeah, just the one magical one whole piece. No, that can't be real at all.
It's a pirate legend. Anyways,
Are we all admitting stuff?
yeah.
I mean,
if there's anything
yeah.
else you need to mention, go ahead.
I've
I have
completely
nothing else
laid
to
out my
mention here.
entire slate of secrets for you guys. So, I mean, any sort of also transparency would be reciprocatable.
Yeah, I can also read what you wrote on the wall about the wine. I mean, the alcohol. I was going to mention it, but it never came up.
I had a wife.
Interesting.
I have a wife. We're still technically married, but that's not the point.
Oh,
me too.
I know.
I don't. I just love food, and that's all.
Right. I definitely believe that.
I really like food. I love it a lot. I do a lot of things for food.
Right.
Wink.
I mean, I guess while we're on the topic, I mean, Youthfon's technically not my brother.
Oh, it's just a spirit that haunts you all the time.
Well, I mean, like we grew up in the same town, and it was like super cool, and like I see. I didn't used to be this buff, you know. I used to be a scrawny kid, you know, and
That's hard to imagine considering you were packed with muscle. Honestly,
see, it was a lot of stuff happened, and it things just happened. Okay, basically, I was a really scrawny kid. I got beat up a lot because I was just a wimpy kid, and yeah, Youthfon one day came in and rescued me from all these bullies, and ever since then I started following him and became brothers, and and then you guys kind of know the rest of the story. We became pirates. We joined Mossbeard, and then he died, and it was really sad. And then I decided it was my mission to be the best pirate in the world. And then, and now we're in this stomach.
Yes.
Yeah. Huh. Out of curiosity, your relationship with Yvonne, he's helped giving you power, and like, what's the price you have to pay to get the power? Like, he helps like lend it to you, right? And then you pay like an ultimate price.
Ultimate price.
He just follows me around. That's all.
Oh. You don't owe him anything, and he doesn't like get to command what you do or anything like that?
No. We're brothers.
Ooh,
I like fist bump him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, cool. He like tries to fist bump you, and his fist like passes right through yours, and he shrugs. Oh well.
Huh. I didn't know it could work like that. That's really cool. I'm happy for you.
He helped me see the person I want to be, and he taught me a lot, and he's a big impact on what I want to be and the type of pirate I want to be.
That's fair.
Azure do
you-
an insight check. To Cookie.
On to me? Oh, me?
Okay, roll deception
Okay.
or
Oh, God.
persuasion.
Ooh, I get to pick? Oh, goody.
Yeah, perception or persuasion, and go ahead and roll.
Can
yours.
I roll insight?
You don't. Yeah,
17.
that's fine.
Yeah, 17. Cool. So, what are you trying to perceive here, Azure?
Oh, Azure was just like force. Like ultimate price was like, huh, that doesn't sound right. Even like in like back in the Elvis church, we didn't have that. That seems weird. So more like if Cookie was hiding something with that.
Yeah, so from what it's like, this is Cookie you're talking about. Like, the guy gives everything of himself. It's possible he just has some tragic family backstory he doesn't feel comfortable talking about around the crew. I mean, this is the first time you or the captain have brought up your families, and Trevor or
Why do you keep doing that
Vincent.
tonight?
Vincent has
Vincent.
only brought up his family a handful of times. I don't see why he wouldn't have, a family to talk about, but maybe he's just keeping that on the down low. Maybe that's why he doesn't talk about them.
Wacky.
It's just what it is. Captain, I mean, for current captain, because we don't know what's going to happen in the near future.
Guys,
with this
hang on,
guy.
time out. Let's just all this thing, whatever.
Are
this
we
thing is.
doing an inverse mutiny?
Oh,
No.
not
no.
happening.
I'm
Okay.
saying I'm gonna run a hypothetical by you, okay?
Okay.
If Yuvon was you found out Yuvon was alive, wouldn't you do I don't know, anything to reunite with them?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Is
feel
that
like
even
we
a
can-
question?
No. I knew the answer was gonna be that. I'm just curious why. I'm ready to jump into action to reciprocate that intensity to Vincent.
I mean, I am too,
That's good.
but he seems kind of sketchy is the problem. I
Well,
don't mean any disrespect,
Yeah.
but the way Adrian is hiding this from us, something's amiss here. Something's going on.
Well, you say you got a good relationship with them. Have you had a chance to have private conversations recently at all with Adrian?
I mean,
Are you
kind
asking
of.
me, Cookie? Or
Pardon? What was that, Vincent?
oh, I've had some private conversations with Adrian, but the fact that my captain is alive did not come up in any of them, and I'm kind of
Yeah.
miffed about it, to be frank.
Well, you guys both had conversations with Adrian. Are they very, I don't know, are they very akin to being kind when you ask them a lot of questions? Are they very open to being honest?
No,
No.
that's pretty
Oh,
easy. Yeah.
okay.
No, you get the feeling that there's not the whole truth being told, but they're also
Oh.
friendly. I think they're being honest in that they care to get out of here without stabbing our backs.
I mean, they seem to be pretty complacent on being here to some extent.
That's a good
So-
point. They could have went looking for these ship parts themselves.
The helm wasn't too difficult to get to. I mean, obviously with the brilliant mind of Azure, it was a cakewalk, literally. But they know where all these pieces are, presumably, and they had our ship. They had us tied up. We were completely defenseless, unconscious, and everything. You were able to break out, sure, but there was only one guard. I almost got to feel like we're doing a lot of the footwork and they're okay with that. But that's just speculation. Again, I'm completely fine to be here as long as it's absolutely necessary. In fact, if we need to stay a little bit extra time to make sure we're ready to leave, I'm a patient man and I'm happy to wait.
Yeah, I got things to do.
So what's our plan? We got how many pieces left?
We got 2 pieces, one thing that we need. slash
I
Taiwan.
don't think we're leaving without the Jolly Roger. To be honest, I don't think we're a pirate crew if we did that. Now,
So, yes,
I
we have
mean-
3 things.
Sir, if we're losing our navigator, I don't think we're a crew, are we?
I'm
That's
sorry I said
true.
anything. Honestly, you know what? I take it back. Just forget it. Although, if I'm being honest, the sentiment's still there in the back of my mind. But
since
we're all being honest here.
we're all being honest here. How do you
Yeah.
eat those good berries? I swear to God.
I think I may have been. I'm starting to catch on to the fact that I may have lost taste.
Oh,
And that may be the answer. I mean, it fills me up and it makes me feel strong. Like there was this sailor named Popeye once. He just ate
Mhm.
spinach,
right.
and he was strong. So I just eat good berries and I'm strong
Fair.
enough.
Oh.
Sir,
Um,
Is
I don't
that like
know
a
if he
Navy officer or something like that?
I don't think he ate that exclusively, did he? I think he was like a character in a comic book. I don't think you should copy
Oh,
that
really?
kind of diet to exclusively eat one thing.
Especially like
You see, this
power
was
up
all
yourself or
hearsay.
anything. That can't be good for you.
Yeah, well, it's just a story people told. It's just probably just hearsay.
It's Navy propaganda.
Mm.
Oh.
You're probably right.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Anyways, yeah,
Let's see.
I will attempt to branch out my tastes a little bit. It's just I need some time to work back into actually eating food because if I'm being honest, your food smells really good, but when I go to eat it, it kind of
Yeah,
A little bit.
let's
Quick.
try maybe broths.
Quick, try the
first.
sourdough.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Let's start with broths first and light things, and then we can move on to
It's
heavier
no offense to
things.
your cooking. I think it's just me at this point.
I mean,
I'm
I
sure
hate
his
to
stomach is
incriminate, but yeah, I think
something.
I'd have to agree to some extent as well. Because
Okay.
there can't be anything wrong with my cooking. I'm sorry.
we're gonna have plenty of time trapped in here to rehabilitate my tastes. So that's not important right now, though. What's important is our next steps. And
Azure,
making sure intern does not have a crisis over the fact that I mentioned that I may leave the crew someday.
we're not even. No.
Uh,
Yeah.
I mean, sir, if everyone is coming clean on things,
Oh.
I know about the captain's secret stash.
You will?
I cover
Who's
intern's
secret
mouth.
That
I
captain.
covers intern's mouth.
That captain.
Wait.
No.
No.
Let him go. Let him go.
We're all
Everyone's
sharing
allowed to
We're
right
all
speak
now.
their
sharing.
piece. This is a safe space.
Yeah.
No.
Intern, feel free.
No.
I can tell a different
I swear.
secret.
No, you've
um,
already committed. Let's keep this one going.
I went to bed until I was 10.
That's fine.
I had a
It happens.
huge crush on Cindy Lou.
The who? Who?
I think
Cindy
they're
Lou.
a bard group, The Who.
Who is that?
Okay.
No,
Anyways, that
I mean,
doesn't
that is
matter.
the name of the band.
Hand.
Oh,
I like
yes.
wait, I lean over to intern. Intern, do you really want to tell the crew this?
I mean, we're sharing secrets, right?
But some of that secrets you don't need to share,
I mean, but am I sharing too much? Should I not be talking about this?
No, it's just the wrong secrets, right? It's
Well,
Well, there's
to
no
be
such thing as a
fair,
wrong
Captain, everyone was contributing a truth, and I think as a valued member of the crew, intern is also entitled to that right.
I mean, should I not tell them about the birthmark?
birthmark.
You get to choose either the secret stash or this birthmark. You're free to choose which one you want. intern.
I'm partial to the secret stash, personally.
no secret stash. That one is revoked. You tell them about the birthmark.
Okay, sir.
No. He can tell us about the secret stash if he wants to.
No.
Because, yes,
Captain
he
orders.
is.
Captain's
Listen,
orders.
No.
I mean, it could be your final captain's orders, I
Maybe
guess.
we just meet me now.
You son of a gun.
I have a birthmark that is shaped like a target on my hindquarters.
Oh.
That's unfortunate. Has that ever been an issue for you?
I was once publicly pantsed in front of all of my bullies, and they all saw it. And I spent a week walking through the hallways of the school Every time I wasn't watching, one of them would kick me because they said, "Oh, gotta hit the target."
Oh no.
You know, I've never put my skills to
is
work
Intern
hunting.
crying now?
He is like slightly crying.
All right, I bring Intern
hunting
in.
other
It's okay,
people,
buddy.
but-
It's okay. I know it's hard.
I'm sorry.
No,
I
no,
had
it's okay.
secrets to report. I didn't want to get shot.
No, it's okay.
What?
Intern. It's okay.
Shot?
Let it out
Yeah,
loud.
because it's the target, right? So what if someone has a gun and they find out about it?
No, it's okay, Intern. Just let it out. Let it
We
out.
won't tell anyone.
Ah.
Don't worry. It's okay.
I wonder if we can make maybe a salve for that, Azure. I don't know.
I'll look into it, especially if it's like red. There might be some issues there, just like medically. If it's an issue.
Could be hives. Had that before. It's pain.
It's a very
What do
specific
bees have to
hive.
do with this?
It's a medical condition.
We'll move on from this.
I lift Intern up. Don't tell him about my secret stash again.
I want to know about your secret stash, sir.
I drop him.
Intern, do you ever want revenge on those bullies?
No, sir. I mean, they were mean to me, but they're not around anymore, and I've got a crew and an adventure to look forward to. Why would I need to go chasing after them?
Okay, cool.
Ko kneels down and looks at Intern in the face. Is like, "You're also stronger now."
I
Do
don't
you
know
con-
about that. I mean, Dwayne was pretty big. I heard he went to go work as a fishmonger, so he'd probably still be able to punch my lights out. But
I nudge him a little bit. Hey, I saw what you did with that mop last fight.
I mean, you just swab the deck, sir. It's not that special.
Why do you think I tell you to swab the deck so much?
Because somebody has to do it.
Yeah, the deck has to be clean. You need a clean ship,
No,
right?
no, Cookie.
Or else people
Really,
who
Cookie?
see us.
Really?
And being sanitary is very important. It's the number one step to a clean kitchen is making sure everything's sanitized.
I'd like double clean the kitchen just to be safe, because otherwise Cookie gets kind of like edgy and does it himself because it just wasn't a good enough job the first time. So I do it
Those
twice as
places
much.
Also have to be quite clean. Like he truly
I
does.
mean, I
amazing
would
work.
be in there
Yeah,
all
yeah,
day
I do
cleaning
the
if I
I
had
do
to, so I
the
really do appreciate it.
I do Azure's lab too. Yeah, those are both like really important places to clean. I also clean the captain's stash up in the cupboards in his
Shut up!
room
No.
where I
I cover his mouth again. There's nothing. There's no stash. There's nothing. There's no stash. Nothing at all. Don't worry about it.
I'm just gonna try and uncover.
Can I?
Like
Can I-
tackle the
can I-
captain. Can I try to tackle the captain?
You can try to tackle the captain. Go ahead and make me a contested athletics or acrobatics.
-1,
check.
baby. Let's go.
-1. Okay, captain, go ahead and make athletics or acrobatics.
I will put a hand on Azure's
Oh.
shoulder and cast guidance.
No.
Let's
Okay.
look at those numbers, shall we?
Okay.
Let's look at those numbers. Come on, Chris. You gotta
Alright.
roll for me.
I gotta roll. Okay. I gotta roll a 12. A 12.
Azure rolled a nat 20. I
Oh,
should
nat
point
20.
out.
Wait.
I got guidance.
It's with
which
a
is advantage.
-1 and a guidance. So add another 1d4, Azure. Tell us
Wait,
what Keo has to
Wait,
do.
Azure has advantage?
Azure. Oh, that's right. Azure does not have advantage. Azure
Okay,
has a 17.
I was gonna
You're right.
say.
Sorry, my apologies. So Azure has a 17, and then Azure they get 1d4.
Could I
So-
assist Azure by tackling as well?
This is mutiny.
I will let you.
No,
give
I wouldn't
Azure
attack
the.
him.
I would no. Okay, so we'll add a
Yeah,
plus
dirty
3. It is
20,
a
right?
20 anyway.
20.
So beat a 20.
23, let's
Oh,
go! Let's go!
Cool. You go to like tackle your captain, and you're basically just like giving him a bear hug, trying to knock him over as intern is.
Let him talk.
And-
Let him talk.
No! My stash is forever
quick-
hidden! No!
quick question for the DM.
Sure.
Will this be a good use case for the spell comprehend languages?
He's probably just apologizing.
You know what?
If not, I completely understand. I just figured I'd ask.
I'm gonna say yes because it's really funny.
Okay, that is
No,
one level
no,
2 spell
no,
slot
yes.
gone for me. I'm out of level 2 spell slots now.
Cool. You expend your last spell slot. And you cast comprehend languages. And yeah, you can it's partly like a muffled apology. It's partly like I didn't realize that you were so defensive of your cats. I just thought that they were like really nice. We wanted to make sure they were clean because when they're clean, you feel a lot better. It's nice to have everything all cleaned up. It just looks better that way. And it was important to you. I value you as a captain because our bond is really important. You see him like starting to cry.
Let him go. He can't breathe. He can't
No,
breathe.
it's
He's gonna pass
okay.
out.
Let him breathe. And intern, you don't need to say anything more. I think we heard plenty.
Okay.
Intern, can you mind sitting in over there for a second? And I motion for the others to come with me real quick.
Yeah, he goes and sits down in the corner.
Captain, what? Yes or no? Do you have a secret stash of cats in your captain's quarters?
I look over to intern with like a death glare. You sucker.
I kind of cheated. I was able to hear what he said despite you covering his mouth.
Oh,
with
so
magic
you're the
stuff.
sucker.
I am. Yeah, my tattoos are all. You can anyway. How much food have you been giving them? Because we're like tight on rations and stuff, and allocate a very specific budget to feeding the members of the crew.
But like, fine.
How many you got?
I follow me. So I take them into the captain's quarters.
Well, you go up to your ship, you go to the captain's quarters. There's like a cupboard above his desk in the room that has always been locked, always been closed.
And I open it up, and it's little cats that go like this, or the Japanese cats.
They're like little
Pause.
little pots. They're just little figurines, and all of them are spotless.
Oh, that's very, very cool, actually. I was concerned. But now that I see the truth for what it is, I support this. So thank you for telling it. I know it was hard for you to do, and I know being vulnerable is sometimes difficult, but I'm glad you did it and told us the truth. Because now I respect you, and I respect your decision to keep these precious things to you clean and maintained very well. You're doing a great job. Is that good?
Can I do a
Was that good, Azure?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
Can I do a perception check on the figurines to see if there's any dust that I need to clean off?
I'm not even gonna make you roll for it. You know these things, like you've even been watching over in the past few days. This is like by far the most spotless place on the entire ship, bar none.
How do they work? I mean, do they move at all, or they just like stitched like that?
So some of them move, but like you need some like sunlight, and like he just geeks out for like 5 minutes as he like talks about like all like the different intricacies of like some of these figurines. It's like, and so yeah, like it's super cool. Like these are like my heart joys. Like whenever we go to a town, I always try to like sneak off and go to like all these like cool shops where I see like a figurine of like cats, and I'm like, hey, I want that, and he's like, oh yeah, you can have that because I'm cool. Yeah, so I don't.
So you're a cat gremlin,
huh? Oh,
what?
I'm sorry. I dozed off while you were talking. My apologies. I had a long day.
So you're a cat gremlin, huh?
No.
I think they call them Neko beards.
Definitely not. Why are you in here?
Oh. That's
sorry,
good.
sir.
We can call you
Everyone
Captain
else
Neko
looked like they were
Beard.
walking off, and I didn't want to get left behind, sir.
You're the reason. Sorry, no. You did say it. You said something.
I mean,
Go
to be
slide the pool
honest,
deck.
you
Yes,
couldn't
sir.
prevent him from talking. I guess the truth will set people free at the end of the day.
Anyways, we probably need to get going on to this mast because and as I like say that, I open up the map of that Adrian gave to me. So I honestly, what I'm thinking is it was Arlax, correct?
Artrax.
Artrax. Artrax. So I'm thinking Artrax is somewhere either in the heart or the brain of the beast.
What makes you think that?
I don't know. It's just a guess.
I would say we
But
could
I'm
ask
thinking the brain.
around, but that probably won't be a good idea.
We'll look for more clues, for sure.
Yes, while we're out. So, but our next destination is the bone marrow, and I like point on the map.
Well, there's bone marrow everywhere. All the bones
Yeah,
should
but
have it
it's
in
like-
there, right?
It's like in the ribs area.
Oh,
So we're gonna head there. Okay, this is non-role play. Should we take another long rest so Cookie can get back his level 2 slots, or do you need them?
I mean, I could operate without them, but they are pretty helpful too. So it's up to you guys.
Okay.
Cookie is a Warlock and doesn't need a long rest to recover his spell
Oh,
slot.
that's
That's right.
true.
Okay. So maybe we just do like just another short rest so everyone could just regain a couple
Yeah.
spell slots.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then we can head there. That way we can
Do you think we need to leave now?
I mean, do we want to do anything else though? Well, so here's the problem is because I don't know how heavy the mast is, and I don't know if I can carry it by myself is the problem.
You're looking
Oh.
for the sail.
The
Or the
sail,
sail?
not the
The sail,
mast.
Oh, okay.
The sail, not the
No,
mast.
the sail, the rudder, and
The
the jolly
you can see
roger.
the mast is
Oh.
in fact still a part of the ship.
Oh, okay. I should be able to carry the sail then, no problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Here.
think.
Hold on. Let me just take a snack real quick. I'll be ready to go, and he'll just put 2 slices of bread in his mouth.
Two?
Whoa.
Two?
We have what, one left?
You shouldn't eat.
No,
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
Give
Make
me
it
I'm
more
making,
bread.
I'm making
For
more.
long
I'm making
rest.
more.
One per long rest.
I said
Oh,
I should
yeah.
be advised. I should be advised not to eat that much.
Yeah.
This is- I'm
Are you
doing it.
sure? Are you sure you want to eat this before we go any further?
Yeah,
Yeah.
are you absolutely sure?
Wait, let's hang on.
Because-
Hang on. I
Because
don't think you should do
don't
this.
No, you only have a feeling that you get the idea that it would be a bad idea to have more than one, and you've already eaten one today.
They give me.
Yeah, so,
they-
like,
they
you're-
make me
you're
have to go to
eating
the
3
bathroom real
total.
bad or something.
I don't think you should do this. I think it's gonna significantly affect you because you're not because you already ate 1, so you're technically eating 3 total.
That's true. You make a compelling argument, but I did say it, and I'm a man of when I say
Oh
something,
my
I
gosh!
mean
No,
it.
don't do this.
And if
Oh,
I
no.
didn't, if
Don't
I
do this.
didn't consider that beforehand, well, then that's Dungeons and Dragons, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, don't do this.
Cool. I need you to make me 2 Constitution saving throws.
You got it.
Oh,
Because you've had 3 today,
oh,
right?
No.
This would be my 3rd one. Yeah.
This will be his 3rd one.
If I make it past the first, the second one, I mean,
no.
the first one's a 7. The second one is an 8.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Cool, cool.
Let's see what
So you
happens.
failed
I got my
both of them.
spells.
Yeah, that's fair.
So first you're gonna take what is that? 6 points of poison damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to take another 7 points of poison damage and 1 stage of exhaustion.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think. So wait,
How can I mark that?
can we? So wait, I'm assuming we have to take a long rest in order for his exhaustion relief.
Hold on.
Correct, unless you have some other tool to bypass that.
How do I mark it? Do
Yeah,
you guys know how
so
to mark
There's-
exhaustion on the character sheet for roll 20?
I don't know if there's a specific place for that actually. That's a good question. Um,
I don't think there is.
so you shove 2 pieces of that bread down your gullet, and you don't have any magic left to amplify because you've already cast all of your spells for the day,
Oh
and
yeah.
also like already had a piece of bread when you were at full. You
Yeah.
have completely emptied the tank and then tried to pull fuel out of it.
Yeah.
Uh, you could say that that would damage your vehicle a little bit, and you feel your entire body like racked with pain, as it
Oh.
feels like some of your body's magical essence is pulled out of you and dissipates into the air harmlessly around you.
Oh, okay. I definitely do regret doing that. Oh God, I need to
so,
sit
hang on.
down for a
Can I
Azure's
guide him?
gonna go and like.
Yeah,
help
come
him
on.
down.
Can we like guide him out of my corner so I don't get throw up on my
I
floor?
feel.
Restoration, please.
Cool. What does lesser restoration do?
Touch a creature can end either a disease or one condition affecting it, such as blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
I think
With
it's
that,
I don't think I'm poisoned. I just took
You just took
poison,
poison
damage.
damage?
yeah, you just took poison damage, but I think I would. I'd allow it to once per day, let you bypass a stage of exhaustion. You're spending a spell slot for this anyway, so. And I think a pretty good one, right? Isn't that like a 2nd level spell?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, I will let you remove 1 stage of exhaustion per day per creature with that spell.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Cookie, are you okay? Don't be sick.
Ugh.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. That was very uncouth of me.
Let's not eat more than one.
Yeah, I mean, I had a bad feeling about that. It's confirmed. Don't eat like that many of this bread. It's not good for your body. I feel I need to lay down for a second, actually, if you don't mind.
Yeah, let's go lay down. We'll take
Maybe a
them.
good berry would be pretty good right now.
No, we're not eating anything else. No one's eating anything else right now.
Don't say
Cool.
that. You'll make me happy. Throw
I'm
up.
gonna let you all have a short rest. So recover any short rest frequency effects. That does include cookie
Ooh.
spells. You're
DM
free
question.
to go ahead and spend some hit dice. Yeah.
What class do I pull from for hit die? Because they're even now.
You would have hit die for both classes, actually.
Okay.
You'd have 1 hit die for every level that you have in each class.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I don't think I'm actually going to use them.
Really?
I'm just going to chill and get my
let's
spell
see.
slots back.
Oh, as everyone leaves, I close it up and I say goodbye, guys. I'll see you later. And I lock up. No one saw that, right? Like out of Adrian's crew, like no one saw that. No one
out of Adrian's crew. Okay. You have the doors closed behind you.
Do my spell slots return? You said I'm completely tapped.
Yeah. After a short rest, your spell slots do in fact return.
Okay, copy that. Thank you.
You just heal quicker on your spell slots. Your magic heals quicker as a result of it being a pact with another magical creature rather than your own power.
Sure. Oh, I was asking because of what I just consumed. If it put me in the negative for a lot of magic.
And then
you're good for the time being.
Okay, cool.
The exhaustion basically was reflecting that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
And then Azure doesn't get that level, or no. Yeah, no. So it does not get that level 2.
They don't accrue that much short rest intervals, unfortunately.
Azure regains them on long rest, because they're a cleric.
It's okay. Being down one spell won't kill us.
Like
probably not.
Unless anyone else has something to do.
I do always have 1 slot left.
I mean, we could use that slice for
Sorry, I was talking above table. I'm sorry. Like, Ray, you could just eat the slice. You can get your magic back whenever you want. Just eat the
Well,
bread.
that is
It's
true,
okay.
I don't want
actually.
to eat the bread right now.
You
I
can eat
just
the bread,
watched
it's
what
okay.
happened.
It's totally fine and completely tested.
What could possibly go wrong?
True.
Well,
Yeah.
I do feel a bit better. Thank you guys for taking a moment so I can have a little siesta.
Yeah, no problem. You
Cookie.
looked worse than I've seen you ever. So
Scary.
You looked not very good.
It was a lot of bread. It's very dense. I think that's what it's kind of. Anyway, what was our
So-
plan?
We're gonna go to
get the
bone
sale.
marrow. The sale.
Sale. Okay.
So I'm gonna go find
You want to
Grimsley
take
again.
Grimsley again or no?
Yeah, I'm gonna get Grimsley again just to kind of help guide us there safely. Once again,
Okay.
I'm not expecting him to join the fight or anything like that. Just kind of help us get there
Cool.
in a safe manner.
Are you taking intern with you as well?
Of course, it's
Okay.
his decision. He's part of the crew now.
There's no way you're leaving him behind.
So,
If
yeah,
he
so,
has a say in it. So
I'm also
come along.
gonna bring rope again.
Always good to have rope on you.
we always have a rope.
So yeah, and then while we were walking, I like elbow Cookie. Hey, see if you can't get anything from this guy.
What guy?
Grimsley. See if you can get
Oh,
more
any
info.
information?
Yeah, you're good at that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of feeling kind of out of whack, though. You saw what just happened with the bread. I don't really feel like talking to him, to be honest.
Okay, help me out then.
All right, you lead, I'll follow.
All right, so welcome to Grimsley. What's up, Grimsley, my good old pal?
I just
And I
walk in
like
front
wrap
of
my
them.
arm around him.
I'm sorry. When did we become close friends?
I mean,
I know our
since we're
crews are working together, but
we're both in by this monster Leviathan thing, so we gotta be buddies, right?
well, I wouldn't consider myself buddies with a lot of the other things down here, but that's fair.
See, like we're good pals. I mean, well, we're pals. I don't know. If
I
we're good
mean,
pals
we
yet.
probably won't slip a knife between each other's ribs, because that
I mean,
seems
I wouldn't do that to
counterproductive to
you.
our causes.
I don't have a knife. You think I got a knife?
No, I think you got a sword you don't use, and your hands are far more dangerous.
I
Oh,
got a knife if you need one, Captain.
No, I don't need a knife. Thank you,
Oh,
though.
sorry.
Grimsley, I was wondering if you knew anything about this guy. I just heard his name, but Artrax. Do you know anything about that guy?
She doesn't say a word.
Can I read the body language to see if they change?
Yeah, you could tell that she stiffened up. That question made her very uncomfortable.
How do I reword it to make her feel?
I don't think that you can. I mean,
I can
It's
hear
probably
the
just
two
a
of you
name.
talking about.
Okay, that was above table, not on roleplay. I'm like I want to try to get more information, but it's like I don't know how to use my words correctly. I'm not very
Someone who is more charismatic,
Yeah,
for example, might have a better shot, right?
I mean,
I don't know who that would be.
Oh wait, I have
Captain.
a 0.
Captain, I don't know. I think you've been working too hard in this creature. You've been stressing yourself out. Let's just keep quiet while we walk, shall we?
All right. I'm sorry, Grimsley. I
I'll
didn't mean to stiffen you up.
Make sure that we are a fair distance away from the encampment. All right, I think this is far enough. Crew, if you wouldn't mind, uh, make sure to watch behind us. I have a sneaking suspicion there's something out here. Grimsley, I want you to be extra careful here. Uh, these enzymes, I mean, if they're not getting food from the stomach, wouldn't it be making sense for them to venture further closer to where we are in terms of for food, since they ain't getting somewhere they're at?
Oh no, they rarely climb up the walls. Otherwise,
Oh,
gut
thank
wrench should
goodness.
be in way too much danger. They're just there to finish off anything that's still struggling against the acid.
Hmm. Where exactly are we headed? I know we were a little questioned on whether or not we knew where our ship sail was. It was going through the capillary system. Did we end up finding where it landed at all?
We had general ideas where it ended up, but it's a bit of a dangerous zone and not one we are keen to wander into. We've lost some good souls to it.
Fair enough. Uh, I mean, again, we don't want to jeopardize your safety or anything by any means. So you let us know when you're done being comfortable on how far we've gone, and just point us in the right direction.
Oh, sure,
Um,
perfectly fine. As you're walking along, you realize that she's taking you through sort of these passageways. It's almost like there's hallways passing through the Leviathan, almost like these were intentional. The walls, of course, are still made of flesh and
Mhm.
goo,
mhm.
are still dripping with, the usual kinds of internal mucuses as you walk along, your feet squelching below you. Um, and then as you walk along, you turn the corner into an open area, an almost open area. Um, and you see something you never expected to see. You see what almost looks like a field of plants growing along the inside, but every single one of these plants is a deep blood red.
Hmm.
Um,
And that
Hmm.
is as far as I'm willing to go. That is as far as I'm willing to walk. I'm not going out there. I hope you understand, but this is about where I feel comfortable leaving you off.
um, can I ask Brimsley, what kind of dangers out here, if you don't mind sharing? I know it's hard because you've lost a lot of people, but any indication of what we may be getting into?
Let's just say that the magic runs deep within the body of the beast in all of its parts,
Um.
including the more liquid among them.
Ugh.
Oh my god, we're gonna fight.
Can you give us a more straight answer without being like cryptid about it? Appreciate it.
You ever been attacked by a puddle of blood?
No,
Can't
can't
say
say
that
I
I
haven't,
have.
but
No.
No?
No.
Well, you're about to learn, probably.
Oh, it's
How
dangerous then.
how do I hit blood?
I don't know.
I don't know. I certainly haven't been able to find it. Hit the thing, and the damn thing makes two more.
Out of
Oh,
curiosity, how far is this field, and is the whole thing visible, or is it like is there like different? You said there was
I mean,
hallways, or any of them leading off these fields either?
like the hallways are what you were walking through to this area. It
Okay.
does kind of like open up,
Okay.
almost like you have walked into a large hollowed out space.
Okay. How wide is the space?
Um, it's wide enough that like there is like a decently sized field. You can see
Okay.
like probably 10 acres deep at
Oh
least, because
oh,
wow.
this is the
so like a small
Leviathan.
town could be in here.
Yeah, like you could fit a small town inside here.
Okay, gotcha.
Um,
Okay.
and probably half or twice as wide, or somewhere between twice and three times as wide.
As it's opening up, is there to our side any point that is obscured from line of sight? Like similar to a cavern, any sort of like stalagmites or stalactites just in our immediate 30 or 30-foot radius at all?
You got walls of flesh all around you.
Okay. I would like to cast a minor illusion at the maximum distance of 30 feet to replicate the captain screaming for help that they're in danger.
What?
Oh, okay.
You mean Adrian?
Yes, Captain Adrian. I want
Okay.
the minor illusion to be them
I
screaming for
was
help.
gonna say.
No, not your
I
dude.
feel
Sorry.
offended.
Make me a deception check.
Okie dokie. There's a DC for the physical like sight illusion. I don't know if that portrays to the
Oh no,
auditory
that's
illusion.
totally fine. Go ahead and just give me
Successful
the DC.
it's a successful investigation check against my spell DC, which is 14.
Okay, well that's a nat 20.
Oh.
Did you hear
she,
that?
She looks at you, looks at the illusion, and looks at you. What are you doing? My captain is back at the. Are you trying to draw something out here?
You heard that too?
It's 30 feet away from us. I can see it.
Yeah, I was just mentioning that to myself. I was like, why is that thing over there
Why did you
30
make
feet
that?
away?
What's the goal? Forget it. I'm going back to the real captain. I hope y'all have a good time. However much time you have left. She
you as
walked
well.
off.
Thank you.
All right.
See ya.
I may have let a cat out of
Bye,
the bag.
Grimsley.
He seemed a little tense.
What was that?
Are
Why?
they gone? I mean, I think they do have information that we need, and I was trying to find a way to leverage that information from them.
Yeah.
Well, we could
You
always
say
take
that
the
approach
first
is
Obvious
better than the one the
illusion?
captain was going down?
Well, we are pirates. The obvious solution is we grab them, we hold them over this blood that they were talking about, and say, "Where's our tracks?"
Oh,
And then
my apologies. I
we
didn't
get
know
our
we didn't
answer.
want to go down that route. I could have easily
Yeah.
done that. My sincerest apologies.
Yeah.
How far away are they?
I don't know.
They've wandered off down the tunnels.
All right. Well, my bad.
It's fine. It was worth a shot.
I've never fought blood before. Have you guys fought blood before?
Can't say that I have. I also feel that they weren't giving us the whole truth still.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be
to it than just
a normal
blood.
thing.
I think
Could
there might
be.
be a little bit more than just pools of blood out here.
Could be.
Intern, what?
So,
do you
like, is there
think?
like an obvious path? Like, is there like another tunnel on the other side of this field?
No,
or is
like
it
you
just a
can tell
field?
that for the most part, this feels like completely untouched. I will allow you to make an investigation check if you'd like.
I would love to do that.
Actually,
even though I haven't-
you're a ranger. I'll let you use nature or survival.
Okay.
All
Survival.
right, I'm gonna do an investigation check because I'm
It's a
cool
14.
like that.
Ooh, 17.
That's
Yeah, I
an
do some good.
11.
Cool.
I mean, I could throw my hat in the ring, I guess. But
Wait, can intern? Do you see anything? And I'm gonna ask intern to do an investigation check.
I'm not too smart.
I'm gonna go ahead and let the party handle this. So it's a little hard to notice, because like we're talking about like the tiniest disturbances of plant life, and for the most part, none of you are like versed in this stuff. But Vincent is. Vincent, you recognize places where plants have like almost like been slightly nudged against. Like someone knew what they were doing trying to avoid being caught.
Someone's been through here before we got here. And perhaps we could take their same path, but it would be difficult to sneak on through here. It looks like you don't want to touch the plants, first off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all I mean, that's what I can infer from what I can see.
It looks more like It looks more like they went out of their way to avoid like creating a path rather than like they damaged the plants or anything. They do seem rather close together, and they would probably inhibit your movement.
So, Cookie, I have a question.
Yeah.
How long can you fly?
I'll give you a hint. Not long enough to travel over all of this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay. I was gonna.
You'd
Well,
be dropping him randomly in the middle somewhere.
no. My kind of thought was like, us four walk through the jungle, and then Cookie kind of like hovers over and tries to see if he can't see like the sail or something like that, and then once he finds the sail, we can get down and grab it.
You think it's in here? In this field?
I mean, I'm just taking a wild guess, but I think it might be here.
Yeah, I kind of did scare them off before they could point us in the right direction. Shoot.
Well,
like,
I mean,
think to
they also said
myself-
this is as far as they'll go,
Right.
so it must be indication that it must be somewhere in here.
Hmm.
So,
Or it's amongst even more danger within, on the other
Yeah.
side of the field.
also true. So is there like, there's not like any hills or anything like that to where we go on top of and get like a vantage point or anything like that?
Not
okay,
really.
It's just a straight field.
So it's
Okay.
like a
Mostly
dead end
flatland,
kind of
yeah.
thing. Like, where did this path that somebody took go? Like, where does it terminate?
Deeper
That I
into
can
the
see.
field.
It just disappears into the field. So we can see field as far as the eye can see.
Pretty close to it. I mean, obviously you
Okay.
could see on the far end like the wall of the
Okay.
Leviathan's body, the inside of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Is it pretty
So-
tall?
Yeah, they'd say they're pretty tall. Probably about. I mean, they're almost they vary in height, but some of them are like
Okay.
sunflower size in height.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Huh.
So like, what's like the tallest plant? Is it like the sunflower?
yeah. I
Okay,
mean,
gotcha.
there,
So-
it's not a sunflower, but like I mean, there's
Oh, yeah,
things
no,
on the
like, I
level
get
of
you.
like trees almost
So-
and bushes and sunflowers and.
Okay. So
Vince, do you get the impression that this plant's dangerous?
No, it just seems that somebody pushed through the plants and tried to cover their tracks. It looks like they were trying to avoid touching the plants in an effort to avoid causing any sort of remnants of their presence. I
You got a beat
actually
on 'em.
don't know if they're dangerous. The way we could find out is if we throw something into the plants. Like, I got 2 daggers. I only need 1 dagger. I could throw.
I could throw an Eldritch Blast in there, honestly.
can I shoot my
Yeah.
pistol?
What if we
You
didn't?
could do.
No. What if we
You
didn't
just shoot
alert?
it. You just shoot
Yeah,
it
what
without
if violence
saying you
isn't the
can, or-
answer?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What if we think about like maybe violence isn't the answer? So I can't punch things.
No.
Maybe.
You wanna
Well, hold
punch
on. Let's
blood?
let's
Yeah.
punch this problem with our minds real quick. Hold on.
Hmm.
How close are we to the edge of the field itself proper?
Not too far away, maybe 15, 30 feet.
I will walk 10 feet. I'll walk till I'm within 5 feet of the edge. And
Cool.
I will proudly and with positive affirmation say, "Hello, plants. My name's Cookie. Nice to meet you."
The plants do not respond.
All right, so they're not talking plants. That's established. Good. Hey, you don't know. We're in a magical creature.
So-
Who really knows?
I mean, okay, so we got a couple options here. So we don't know where the flag is. It's probably somewhere in the field. So we could roam aimlessly until we find it. So we're gonna need Vincent. We're gonna need a lot of your tracking expertise to try to help find us, find the sail in the first place, and then help us get back. Secondly, once again, let's not try to get split up too much. Let's try to stay together. Cookie.
So we can agree that I've removed myself 10 feet from the rest of the group, correct?
Yes.
I will, as quietly as I can, whisper, "Sire, are these plants dangerous, or can I collect them?"
You would be perfectly fine collecting them, as far as I can tell. I sense no sentience from them.
Thank you.
The music.
Thank you, production.
So yeah. Let's stay together. Let's not try to get split up too much. I mean, stay in a general area. I think what the best option is to have me and Vincent in the front, so we can be kind of like a protection if anything jumps out at us. Intern, I'd actually like you in the middle, just general foothold. And then Cookie and Azure, I'd like you in the back. Yes, Azure.
I might have a spell that could help.
I swear to God, if you have a plant walking spell, I don't
I have
know what
locate
I'm
object. I
going
have
to
locate
do.
object.
Oh,
Locate object.
oh, that's. See,
I was gonna take that one, but I thought it'd be
Azure.
too.
Way
I was
to
gonna take
punch
it, but I
with
thought
your
it'd be too
mind.
OP.
I did tell you that it would be perfectly fine to take the locate object spell because it is blocked by things.
Magic.
So what object are you looking for? How does the spell work?
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of the movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close. I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with the sail.
It's your sail, yeah.
Yeah.
Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind. Blah, blah, blah. The spell can't locate an object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks a direct path between you and the object.
Okay.
Is there lead in blood?
No, shouldn't
No,
be if you're
I
healthy.
mean,
Well, what about a fish? Hold on.
unless
Does fish
for some
contain-
reason the Leviathan has lead in its blood.
The fish can contain mercury, but not lead. I don't think. You can
Mercury.
look it up.
Poison.
I'm going to say that no, there is not lead in the blood. Science nerds can school me later if there happens to be, but I'm going to assume that there is generally not enough lead in the blood to consist of a solid sheet of it.
In this world, no. So take that, nerds.
Not in this world and not in our world. So
Get in the comments.
Get
in the comments.
right now.
cool.
You're a nerd. I'm not a nerd.
Cool. So you think about the sail on your ship and you close your eyes and concentrate your divine power in trying to find the sail. And as you do, you get taken back. Back.
Dang it.
Fade away.
Baited. Haha.
You are looking through the eyes of someone who is sitting at the edge of the water, apparently chiseling something in their hands. They look to be, just from what you can see, because they're looking down at themselves, they appear to be what looks like a young man. You hear a voice. He briefly turns his head, and you see his friend, who looks like a grown-up version of the young boy that you saw last time you had one of these strange memories, pulling out some sort of cart with a package in it. Victor, what have you... sorry. What have you got there? And then boys, come here and check it out, Victor. Come on. So the person you're seeing the world through stands up. You can see that you are in this memory standing on the island. You can see beautiful forests overgrown. You catch sight of a few bits of wildlife in the background. Off in the distance, far beyond, you can see a giant castle covered in whites and lights and chrome and shining like a silver beacon. You can see a vast city surrounding it. But the two of these characters are not there. And so you don't get any closer peeks. Their attention is on each other. So, what is this? Oh, this is the coolest thing. You see, I was telling my dad that it would be really, really bad to like have the servants like work themselves too hard or anything. And I just want to make sure that, we can have a way to do the more dangerous tasks more safely. So I created this, and he whips the sheet off of the cart, revealing what looks like some sort of mechanical human almost. So you see, I'm still working on the name for this. It's an automatic, I don't know, but it weighs a ton. Automaton? Yeah, sure, that sounds cool. Let's go with that. So what we do is you can give these things an order, and they'll crank, crank, crank. The creature's eyes, the robot's eyes, the automaton's eyes flare to life as it stands up and steps out of the cart. I order you to go fishing for me. The automaton goes and settles down on the side of the cliff. It reaches down, rips a branch out of the ground beneath it, attaches a vine to it, and somehow like pulls off a piece of its own body to use as a hook that it ties to the end of the strand. Pulls up one of the worms that was uprooted, and when it pulled up one of the roots, stabs it on the end and slowly lowers it into the sea where it waves. See? Perfect. It follows my commands exactly. And it won't stop until I tell it to stop doing that. That seems interesting. There's a lot of applications for that. We could make things safer. We could have them work in factories to make things quicker. This could be a big invention. I know, it's fantastic. I can't wait to tell Father. Behind them, they hear a couple of voices. A knight escorting a man in a robe, regal purple, flowing down. Sire, young prince, I must inform you that your father is in need of your presence. Why? What's up with that? There was an accident. We're not sure how much longer he has. You see his friend, through his eyes, his friend comes up, claps him on the back. Come on, let's go. Looks him up in the eye and says, okay, Victor, let's go. And they leave. And we are brought back to the present.
That's insane.
You reach out with your senses and you sense what feels almost like the presence of your cloth, of your sail, somewhere out there among the fields.
Okay.
Are you getting a good read, Azure, or
Is there not an exact location? Is it just like a general location?
It's just a direction.
Yeah,
Oh.
the direction. So straight right now, straight-ish out in there. I presume it gets more precise as you get closer.
Okay.
how,
So is that like a
how-
concentration spell?
Yeah.
Oh,
It is.
Okay. So
What's the
we're-
duration on it?
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Cool.
How good would you say Azure would be hiding whatever would come over or that'll come over him after finding this memory?
Oh.
Like, would it be visible that you obviously found something more than just the location of the sail?
Yeah.
It's probably visibly obvious that something happened when they closed their eyes.
Yeah.
My goodness, are you okay?
Um.
I don't think we should cast that spell if it does that to you anymore.
Do you need a
It-
piece of toast?
We can turn my bread into toast, I think.
Oh, sorry, I meant bread.
I'll, I'll, I'll take a piece of bread. Yeah. Sure. I'll take it now.
All right, it's the last slice I prepared. Eat up.
I thought you would have like one more.
I mean, nope, they're all good. I ate all of them, and I think I
Fine.
ate a lot. Yeah, I must have ate a lot more than I thought. Anyway, here's your one piece,
Oh.
and it's the last piece I have right now.
Okay. The sale's straightforward, but I keep getting different memories that aren't somehow related, but it's never something I've seen before. I've never seen connected memories like this of the same person.
Maybe it's a puzzle.
Maybe.
Are there memories of like people in here with us?
No, they're on the island. And they
What
built
island?
the one that Vince was sailing to. The one that I saw.
Hmm.
There was one man and his friend named Victor. They built an automaton?
What's
I
that?
don't. It was like a machine, like a magic machine that followed orders.
Like a robot?
Hmm.
Like,
And I, by the way, he's doing this. Kay was like doing these moves, like.
Sir, I don't know. You're making up words.
I don't. What?
Why are we dancing like this?
Beep,
What
boop,
the heck's a
boop, bop.
robot?
Beep, boop.
This is the first time I've ever seen anything like this, so I assume maybe.
Well, for now, if you can just hold on to that thought of where this item is, where the sale
Straightforward.
is, yeah,
Lovely.
straightforward,
Just
and then
do it.
I think I can get us through here,
Hmm.
following the trail that this previous person took. And speaking of the trail, one of my features is Natural Explorer. So while tracking other creatures, you also learn their exact number, their size, and how long ago they passed through the area. Can I have information about whoever went through here?
Oh.
That's a really useful feature here. So to the exact number of the creature that you're tracking, the exact
I'll just send it to
size.
chat. It's the
Okay.
last line.
While tracking other creatures, you also learn the exact number, their size, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Okay. The exact number is 1.
Oh.
The size is medium. And they passed through here fairly recently.
All right.
I'm going to say within the last couple days. They're not super fresh. Like this wasn't like minutes ago.
Okay. Past couple days.
Gotcha.
And the rest of this feature might become relevant, so I'm gonna just leave it here in the chat, especially the
Okay.
one regarding not being able to become lost except by magical
Yeah,
means.
that was pretty good.
So,
Yeah, that's cool. That's useful.
so my question is would or I guess this is more a Vincent question. Will we need to be in like single file line and kind of like follow you, or can we kind of just be like, me and you by side?
I'd probably do a single file line of me in the front, and then I'm gonna follow
Okay.
this trail that this person took. I'm assuming it either leads to the sale or past it. And if
Okay.
it diverts at any point, and we have Azure to lead the way at that point.
Okay.
So,
Let's
I'm fine being in the bag.
we need a strong anchor.
yeah, I would
I
rather
wouldn't say
be in
like me, but
I would rather be in the I would prefer to be in the back. Just for safety reasons. I'd like intern in the middle, Azure you're second, just so you can help guide Vincent, and then Cookie you're right behind intern,
Copy
or if
that.
you guys want to switch, up to you. But I would like to be last.
I think intern can be in the middle. What do you think, intern? Where do you want to be in line?
I'm fine anywhere, sir. I'm just here to help.
And you're doing great. Above question table for the DM. The existence of automatons a known thing? Like, is it a common existence?
You know that scholars have discovered scraps and pieces of them and almost put them together like fossils to create mechanoid creatures, but you always thought that they must have been piloted right, because there was no chance that they ever could have moved on their own, right?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think with that plan, I think we should just kind of start walking. I don't think we got. I think we're prepared as we can be.
Yes.
Vincent, lead the way.
Yep. Let's carry on through.
I have one request then.
One last request.
As Cookie crosses the threshold into these plants, I will fake trip, and as I'm tripping, I will fall down the plants and subtly remove them and harvest them and put them in my jacket.
Just take them. Just take them.
We're not being. We already talked about the whole diversions for ingredients.
I already said it.
Oh, goodness.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother making your roll. I don't think the rest of your party particularly cares beyond your safety. Yeah, you fall over. Like, some of these plants are actually pretty brittle and snap under your touch. Every time you break off a leaf, you notice that whatever is left behind starts oozing a deep red liquid.
Oh my god!
Oh, cool. Sick.
Gosh darn it, Cookie.
I mean, Jared knows what's happening, but Cookie was told to do something, and Cookie's going to do that something.
All right,
Cookie, could we not?
So I see
again?
him trip. Can I?
I'm
how heavy is
sorry.
Cookie?
I'm sorry. Let me.
Can we
brush
How
Brush
heavy is
myself off.
Cookie?
Let's see.
So-
what did I put down?
So anyway,
I
the
grab
party-
Cookie and I pull him back up.
I'm
So the
200.
party starts walking through the fields, navigating your way. You have to readjust your course a couple of times, either when the locate object spell shifts, or when Vince tracks something else out here and decides it's best to go around. As you wander through the fields, you suddenly find yourselves breaking out into a clearing. There appears to be some random flotsam and jetsam, almost as if someone has picked it up and created a makeshift shelter out here. There's even a small smokeless campfire. And sitting at the campfire is a very familiar figure to a certain member of your party. His long hair has since been dampened down, slightly reddened. He looks a little haphazard, a little tired. And it appears one of his arms has been replaced by some strange mass of fleshy tentacles. But this is undeniably Estrum Artex.
You're not going to end right there. I can say something. I feels like you're about to end right there.
Wait,
We
say
are
something.
about to end right there.
Okay.
There we go.
Gotcha.
Gosh dang it.
We went way longer than I was expecting to tonight, but I hope everybody
Hey, how much
at
do you
home-
bench?
Stop it.
I hope everyone at home had a great time tonight. I think we all did.
Oh, yeah.
Big thank you to all of our players. Once again, Rae Barnes, Trevor Terry, Jarid Castiglione, Chris White. I am Joan Klock. Big thank you to Percy Haley, who did all of our art. Big thank you to Clayton McNinch, who's handling production tonight, doing a
Woo!
wonderful job.
Great job, Clayton, today.
That
big
music was
thank you.
slapping.
Slapping.
Big thank you
That
to
music was
all of
on
you at
point.
home who are watching on
Thank you,
Twitch
team.
and YouTube. We will see you next week when we finally get to learn a little bit more about Vincent's captain, Estrum Artex. But until then, we'll see you next week.
How do you do that? How do you do the little tiny heart like that?
Deuces. I
Mm,
love
I don't,
you
I
all.
don't remember. Is
Kiss,
it?
kiss,
How
mwah,
was it?
mwah.
How's the
Good
little
night,
heart thing?
everybody.
Is it like
Little heart like this.
what's the
This,
it's like a
like this. Oh my
This
gosh.
that?
is the
Okay.
little
This.
heart. There we go. Have a good night,
Ooh.
everybody.
Good night.
Night night.
Goodbye. I'll see you next time.
What the